Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining in. You're at the right spot. We are talking about a trader's mind today, and you have great giants ready, trading giants with loads of experience ready to discuss this with you. My name is Denise. I'll be your host today, and I just want to thank you for joining and welcome, and come on in. Let's see who we have. If you could, as you're joining, let us know who you are and where you're joining in or tuning in from. That'd be great. We'll give you a minute to settle down and get prepared for the great live that's about to unfold for you. So actually, while you're getting yourself together and letting us know or who you are and where you're tuning in from, already this call I know is global because I'm calling and tuning in from Canada, and the rest of the team, some from UK, some from Ghana, some from Nigeria. So we're already global. So it'll be interesting to see who we have tuning in today. All right. Part of the live is to talk about most of the live. The whole of the live is to talk about the importance of psychology in trading. So, it links to the trader's mind. I don't think in the past this was Charles from Ghana. Nice to see you. Thank you. I don't think that was what would you call focused. I don't think that was actually a key principle, having focusing in on psychology in trading. It's huge. I think when I started, it was, my mindset for it was, okay, let's make some money. That's it. But there's a whole system and a mindset that you need to impart when it comes to having a trader's mind. And I am happy to say that these two trading giants that are coming up soon will impart that knowledge to you. So I saw somebody from Ghana. Did I miss anybody? Jeffrey from Ghana. Nice to meet you. Thanks for tuning in. Jones. Hi. Nice to meet you, Jones. Okay. I should have actually gave you a caveat. So Junior from Wozak Ghana as well. I apologize in advance if I am not pronouncing any of your names wrong. Love you all, same way. Thank you for joining. And once again, My name is Denise. I am from Ontario, Niagara Falls right now. It's so beautiful outside this morning. It's my morning, actually. So yes, welcome, good day, whatever time of the day it is. Thank you for joining. Big man. Okay, from Somalia. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. You're welcome. You're all welcome. One other thing before we get started, we should all come with a level of expectancy of our day. It should be a part of your mindset and mindfulness. So if we could name one thing that we are grateful for, as well as one thing you're expecting from this live chat. Okay, so can we take 1 minute max, so we can get started? But let's name one thing that we're grateful for, because gratefulness is also a principle in God's kingdom, and we should be grateful for something. And also what you're expecting from this live trading event today. If I'm still on, I'll let you know. I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for this opportunity to host and meet everyone. Kema Trades and Cliff Cheqona. I am grateful for this team, and I'm grateful. I have a lot. That's a lot, actually. So let me limit that. And what am I expecting? I'm expecting excellency, because Kema Trades and Cliff Cheqona, that's all you're going to get is sheer excellence from this live training event. So we'll give you at least 30 more seconds to say what you're grateful for. Oh, life. Siao, Benjamin. He's grateful for life, or she, sorry, friends and family. That's beautiful. Anybody else? For the chance to learn from profitable traders. Okay. Awesome, Jones. Mm-hmm. So you have your expectation in there as well, that you're looking forward to learning something on this live event. Yes, that's awesome. I'm expecting more insight. Okay, so about trading. As a beginner, I want to swim deep into trading. Okay, perfect. Okay, you're at the right spot. A few more seconds. Charles, you're grateful for Kema. He has made my trading life easy. Yes, Kema. Okay, great. George, grateful to be a part of the live event and learn new psychology mindset. You're at the right live event. So yes, I'm expecting to learn as well. Grateful you have hope. Samuel, yes. Every day we have life, we have hope. Yeah. And God isn't done with you yet. So keep having hope. Kembra Trades. I have these great people who overcame their psychology. Have these great, yes. We want to learn that. I'm thinking that along the stories that they will tell, or the knowledge that they will impart, that they had to employ this type of principle in their trading to be even more profitable. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Thank you. Welcome and thanks for joining. Okay. So I think that's it for now. Oh, Stephen, hope to learn something great from these people. You will. You don't have to worry about that. You are going to learn something great. Nice to meet you, Stephen. Thanks for joining. And Jeffrey, I'm grateful to have these great people to learn from, and I'll appreciate everything coming from them today. Amen. Yes, I appreciate that. Awesome. So, can we drop some fire emojis, some number ones in the chat for our leaders coming up to speak to us, for Kema Trades and Cliff Cheqona? Can we see some fire emojis letting them know that, hey, in addition to your expectations and your gratefulness, we're grateful for them talking to us today. I'm going to introduce, thank you, yes. Let's get some fire emojis, some number ones, and giving them thanks for their time to speak to us today. I'm going to introduce to you, he's my mentor. I have to put that in there. Cliff Cheqona. He's between Kema Trades and Cliff Cheqona, have over 20 years experience in the trading space. Yes, thank you everybody for your ones and your fire emojis. We're getting hyped up. We're getting ready to go. Awesome. So without further ado, Cliff Cheqona, thank you for gracing us here today.
All right. Can you bring Ms. Denise back on the screen again, please? It's a duty. And can we take the song down a little bit? Ms. Denise, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much. It's super early in Canada, for starters, because I'm even wondering where you got your energy from. But then, first of all, I'm a person of honor. I just want to say thank you for doing this early morning for us, not just me, not even for Kems, not even for anybody. You did it for the people. And so guys, while you are dropping fire emojis in the comment section for me, I presume, I would like you to do the same thing and say thank you, Miss Denise. Because one of the things that what she is doing, and some people may not appreciate it, is that experience was given to you guys. She started and she said, listen, what are you grateful for? You have no idea what you have done for your destiny this morning. That you said you are grateful for something and therefore something has happened to your destiny. It is true. Amen. Whether you believe it or not, it is true. I always say this to people, that whether you believe in laws and principles, it doesn't change the effects. So if you believe that there is a law of gravity, or you don't believe there is a law of gravity, if you jump, you will go down. It doesn't change. That's nature. Does that make sense? And so when she said, what are you grateful for? What she was basically telling you indirectly is, what do you want to multiply in your life? Oh, somebody's life is changing right now. That means now you will go back into the comment and said, I'm grateful that I made $10 only in my trading journey. What that means is that you are saying, God, it's $10, but I'm grateful. You're going to say, God, I'm grateful that I ate a meal last night. What you're basically saying that, God, for the rest of next week, I want you to multiply the meal I had. So now that you understand what gratitude is, truly, I want to give you the honors in 1 minute again and ask you, what are you grateful for? If you are grateful for the $100 that was gifted to you, multiply it. If you are grateful for the life you have, multiply it. If you are grateful for the people around you, multiply them. So the more that you multiply, Cliff, what are you talking about? Yes, the law of gratitude equates to multiplication. So anytime that you have little and you say thank you, you are giving chance to your destiny to have a multiplication. It's a law. And what did I tell you? That whether you believe in laws or not, it doesn't care about your sentiment. It is true. That is why you can be wicked, you can be good, and both of you guys will still have rain falling on your crop. Because the rain does not go like, where is the good person? No, rain falls. It's a principle that when a season accumulates a certain kind of clouds, it needs to release rain. Good people, bad people get rain. Same thing with multiplication when it comes to gratitude. The same way, if you complain, you are also designing a certain life around you that might lead to you experiencing lack. So I hope you guys are with me. Yes, I am grateful. I really made only $10. That is it. that it is. You see, if you are grateful for Mr. Kems, say, I'm grateful for Kems. What that means is that he's watching, he's here. If you are his mentee, what do you think will happen when he sees you tomorrow? That is how you transform your life. With that all being said, thank you so much, guys, for bringing the energy and participating on this call live again. I'm going to let a profitable week that just passed away. Look at what Kembra just said. He said, I'm grateful that a profitable week. So what do you think he's doing now? He's programming more profitable weeks ahead of him. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for saying thank you to Ms. Denise as well. And also thank you so much for being grateful for your life. So right now you can bring me up on the screen. Let me talk to the people for a second. Listen, guys, your life will not remain the same again. Your life will not remain the same again. I am not speaking out of ignorance. I'm not speaking out of opinion. I am not here to hype you. I'm not here to impress you. The goal is that somebody's life changes on this live stream. And I have the privilege and the honor to basically do this with somebody that I have so much respect for today. But before he comes on board, I want you guys to listen to this carefully now. In order to avoid every distraction, so I want you guys to hear me. I'm going to let them take the music down for a second. It's going to come back again so that we bring the energy back. But now I want the song to go down completely. And I want you guys to listen to me, this what I'm about to say. When you hear the information, a trader's mind, the first thing that normally comes to people's mind is that, what are you talking about, Cliff? Ms. Denise said something very important. When we started the conversation, she said, 20 years of experience from both these individuals. It is true. When you combine Kems and myself, and I call him Kems, by the way, because I'm trying to switch up our friendship from formal to, you know what I'm saying? So if Kems is hearing me, that is the reason why. So Kems, let me call you Kems today. So anyway, so the reason why at the end of the day, you know, we say a trader's mind is because, guys, listen to this carefully now. Every single career and every single person in any career that you are in, there is a specific mindset that helps you to thrive. So every single time you see somebody thriving and somebody not thriving, the reason is the mindsets behind the career of that individual. A footballer has a mindset. A boxer has a mindset. An engineer has a mindset. A doctor has a mindset. Mindset. That means a structured body of behaviors that has come together to create the individual's perception and their habits, mindsets. So when you speak like a doctor, people normally don't go like, oh, are you a doctor? They ask not because they are confused, they ask because they are trying to verify. The same way when you speak like a child of God, the Bible says, let this mind be in you as it was in Christ Jesus. That means there is a certain level you need to speak for an individual to ask themselves, are you a Christian? That is the same way you speak somewhere, somebody asks you, who are you? So there is a certain kind of mindset that you need to have in order to verify and validate you being a trader. That is what we're going to talk about today. And that validation is not so that you'll be able to flex around as I'm a trader. That validation is for you. And before, we start this whole entire conversation today, I want you guys to listen to this carefully now. This is how, when I was about to wake up early this morning today and to pray and every single thing before this live session here, I was lying down there. I said, God, every single time I go on every single call or every single stage or every single live stream or lesson, there is something God gives to me to give to people. A couple of you, I think a year ago or so, I had a privilege to speak somewhere, and the question God gave me to tell people was, who is influencing you? Today, when I was coming on this live stream, there is a way that I saw the financial market and people in the financial market, and I'm going to give you an analogy. A couple of few years ago, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cliff Cheqona, and you guys are going to hear from Kems as well when he comes on the stage, God willing, or on the live stream, and he's going to tell you about himself. Then we both will come back again and tell you what we have for you guys today. The truth of the matter is this. When I started trading in 2012, I was one of the most ignorant people you can ever meet in your life. No knowledge, no desire to learn more, nothing whatsoever. I just desire money. Money, 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 money. And I grew up in an African home. I grew up in Ghana a little bit before I traveled for school reasons and, life purposes. So I started traveling a lot from Ireland, then to Ukraine, then to Dubai, and so on and so forth, and counting. Now, before that season, one thing I can tell you for sure is that while I was growing in an African home, there is something that created a specific mindset I had. I didn't desire wealth. I didn't desire abundance. Because one of the things, what are we talking about now in the beginning, here to introduce myself, is the mindset I used to have and the mindset I have right now and why it is supporting my trading growth. I didn't desire wealth. I didn't desire abundance because all I heard was money is the root of evil. And it is true, but it's just not complete. The love of money is the root of all evil. But you see, at that time, because of lack of revelation, I didn't really understand the nature of the information I was hearing. So I was afraid of desiring money. That is one of the things that created lack mindset for me. The second thing that created a lack mindset for me is if anyone here from Ghana and you have grown in an African home, you will know that there are some little things Ghanaians use to celebrate success. In my house at that time and in my neighborhood and in my environment, when we were eating, if let's say we are eating, let's say for example, can you guys hear me still? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, drop some number ones in the chat. Okay, perfect. There is a slight error of small thing, but you guys can see me all red. But the most important thing is the voice. I don't want to destroy the conversation. If you guys can still see me a little bit, that is still fine. Just give me a second. Let me check what happened in a second. Let's go for a 30-second short break. Let me check what happened. Let's see the technical difficulty of whatever this was, and we come back again. All right.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading is a mind game. Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Cheqona is a mind game. Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
All right, so sorry guys. Yeah, while we're having technical difficulties, the team in the room is just cracking jokes. Anyway, so initially when when the technical issue happened, yeah, first of all, I want to apologize for that. But then I was about to get stressed about it. I was like, people are waiting for the information. What just happened? And then I came into my place of how my mindset works. And it said, what if the individual who is supposed to hear what you're about to share is not yet on the live stream? And instantly it switched up my mind from being stressed to being glad that every single thing, I'm the kind of person that, I always tell people that information is powerful. What you feed your mind is everything. Now, to go back to what I was saying, so that was number one of the first initial mindset, that the love of money is the root of evil. And it really did something to my mindset. There is another one type of thing that created a certain kind of mindset in my mind. And that was that, let's say, for example, you live in an African home, let's say specifically Ghana, there is some specific food, if you eat, they classify that you are rich. Back in the days, that was like, if you're able to eat fried rice or some specific type of special jollof, you have money. Or let's say corn flakes, right? The cereal, it means that you have money, right? Now, that type of food, even if it was available, you wouldn't get to eat it until there's a special occasion. And one of the special occasions when you get to eat this meal is normally when you are not feeling well. So true story, every single time, so even when I was a kid, when I was young, I realized that every single time that I'm not feeling well, I get to eat specific meals that I actually prefer, like the cereal, like the fried rice with that chicken. And so, but when I am better, when I'm strong, that I can actually eat the meal, I won't actually get to eat the meal. But when I'm not feeling well, the meal looks like it's coming to me. But when I'm feeling well, it looks like they don't want to give me the meal. So it was very confusing to me when I was young. I was like, wait, why is it that when I want to eat this meal, when I'm actually strong and full of appetite, I don't get it? But then when I am not strong, it's when the family wants to give me this meal. So it created another mindset. Do you know the kind of mindset it created in me? It created a mindset whereby it's like, I have to complain to get something. So in other words, it's like, Cliff, are you okay? Or Junior, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. But I may be okay. But the reason why I'm saying I'm not okay still is because I want to get the fried rice and the chicken or the cereal. Okay. Now, it created a certain mindset whereby when I was now growing to become the man I want to become, even when I have the privilege and the opportunity to meet a mentor or an investor or somebody with some level of influence to change your life, I don't present to this individual a business opportunity. I don't present to this individual something that we both can do together to take things to the next level. What I do is I present to them problems. I present to them worries. I present to them my contentions. So, for example, life is hard. I'm expecting them to feel bad for me to give me something out of that sympathy. And where do you think that mindset came from? It came from when I was growing up. So what is Cliff saying to you now? That there are some certain behaviors, certain habits that you have right now in your life that is affecting your trading life, not necessarily because trading is difficult, but because I always tell people this, that trading is not complicated, but it's difficult. It's difficult because of who you are as an individual, because your trading life and your actual life, they shoot and they mirror each other. Are you with me? So what that simply means is that your indiscipline is not because you are finding it difficult to be a trader. It's coming from your life. Your lack of being gratitude is coming from your life. It's an inbuilt set of a mindset. And one thing that you need to understand is when this technical issue will happen right now on this live stream, I could have reacted differently. I could have said, oh, you know what? Maybe this life is not meant to be happening. No, it's meant to happen. That is how life works. Get up, find out the technical problem, and fix it. So it's your responsibility to do that, Cliff. So what is a responsibility? Your ability to respond is your responsibility. Are you with me? The ability to respond is your responsibility. So the question now becomes, when you go into the market and you hit a couple of stop losses, how do you respond? What perception do you use to respond? What are the mindsets you have? When you are making money, what is your mindset? When you're experiencing bad days, bad weeks, what are your mindset? When you are learning, when you come on calls like this, what is the mindset you use to attract these calls? So a trader's mind, now you are getting it. It's a certain kind of mindset that is contrary, opposite to who you are as a trader, completely. I used to always tell people this, that the same knife we use to cook is the same knife somebody can use to hurt somebody. Let me say it again. The same knife we use to cook is the same knife someone can use to hurt somebody. There is no problem with the knife. It's the mindset holding the knife. It is very important that you understand this. Can you guys bring back Ms. Denise back on the screen? I want to use as an example, and then after that, some few minutes, I bring Kema up. So Kent, if you are hearing me, just get ready. I'm going to let you come up soon. So this is going to be a fire call. Ms. Denise, I want to talk to you for a second and use you as a point of contact to show people something, okay?
Okay.
Just listen to this carefully now, Ms. Denise. Let's say you are going into a shop, and the shop you entered, there is a girl. Her name is Shells. No, the example I'm about to give, I can't use Shells. Her name is person X. Okay? Now, when you enter the grocery store, person X was just staring at you. She was angry. Well, that is how she looks like, angry. And you are like, wait, what is going on here? Why is she angry staring at me? So you picked up your groceries, and then you left. But you still felt like this person was really angry. Then you came back home. So you felt devastated. You felt sad. You felt angry a little bit. You made the emotions enter your heart, isn't it? Like, why was this person staring at me? Was I black enough? Am I white? Am I from Jamaica? You are trying to find out what is the problem. Did I steal her meat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're even probably going to carry the emotions from the grocery store back home. and she may not be there with you.
Hmm.
How are you going to feel?
Person X. See, okay.
No, just one word. You went there, somebody's staring at you, looking angry, staring at you. Even when you're picking the grocery, she's looking at you. How are you really going to feel in one word?
One word. Uncomfortable.
Thank you. It's okay. It's all good. Uncomfortable is okay. And that uncomfortability with you thinking about it will lead to another complex emotion. Now, imagine you're going to the same grocery store, and I tell you, Ms. Denise, there is a woman there. She has lost 2 kids and a husband. Anytime that she's standing there, she feels like she's angry. It looks like she's always staring at something over and over and over again. And she looks at everybody the same way. So when you go, be aware of this woman. How are you going to feel when you come back and the same thing happens?
If I knew that beforehand, I would be more beforehand, I would walk up and say, how are you? Give her a chance to dialogue. Oh, you know, and maybe even share and whatever, talk to her about.
So what changed? So why is it that the first one you felt angry, and the second one you are trying to even help this individual?
It's the knowledge.
Information.
Right.
Information is powerful. So same situation, same scenario, different feeling, not because the scenario changed, but because the information was different.
Correct.
If you are here right now on this live stream right now, the market is not going to change from Monday. In fact, the market is not going to change forever. But something is going to happen to somebody's mind today. That you are going to go into the market on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, and you're going to feel differently. Mm-hmm. Are you guys with me? If you are getting this analogy and the information you're about to hear right now on this call, drop some number ones in the comment section right now. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Ms. Denise.
No problem.
Do you guys understand what we just said? Or what I just said? You are obviously going to go into the market from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday again. The market is not going to change. What is going to change for you now is an information that you're about to hear that is going to transform your mind to let you go and see the market differently. So you don't need to pray that life becomes tough. You just need to pray that you don't need to pray that life become easy. You need to pray that you become strong. And that is the same thing that's going to happen to your mind today on this live stream. And I'm super excited with the information we're going to be sharing. We're going to be really talking about a trader's mindset. A trader's mindset. And, you know, I want you guys to start preparing camps in the room. And I hope some of you guys are super excited because Kema is an amazing mentor. I've been in one of his events before in Ghana. And he's an amazing speaker. This guy believes in God. You know, and that is even one of the main things that attracted me to him. I've met a lot of people in this industry, and there are a few people that I call them buddies, or I call them, yeah, this guy's a great person. Number one, it depends on your convictions, because it is what is convicting you that you can extend to convict another person. It is true. Your belief system is what shapes another person. I always tell people this, that mentorship makes the person make you become like him. There is a difference between mentorship and discipleship. In Christian space, when we say discipleship, it means that we are training you to become like Christ. When we say mentorship, it means the person is training you to become like him. That is why it's very important you know who mentors you. So imagine if you are like, oh, I have a mentor, your mentor is still broke. You are in trouble because eventually you become like one. But that is why it's very important. So when I met Kema, I said Kema is an amazing mentor. I've seen the way that, you know, he speaks to people and every single thing and so on and so forth. So guys, it's going to be an amazing conversation today. And I gave those examples for a reason. I said that the things that shapes your mind is what eventually makes you become the person that you are today. So your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. I want you to make this piece, write this first thing down, that your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. Your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. Your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other. Please write this down. What do I mean by your trading life and your actual life, they mirror each other? They mirror each other because your certain behavior and mindset. What are some of the mindsets from your actual life that affect your trading life? For example, if you are somebody that always goes into the grocery store and you don't buy things, at the end of the day, let's say, for example, you are going into a grocery store and then you find it very difficult to be able to write down the things you want to buy before you go to the grocery store. That is how you trade. But Cliff, how does that got to do anything? It's called planning and management. So if you don't plan and you don't manage, the same thing can happen into your trading life. So we're going to be talking about today a certain kind of mindset the individual we have that makes you become the kind of trader you want to become. I'm not going to waste much more time anymore. I'm going to try and make sure that we now go straight into the point of this conversation. I'm going to quickly just bring, I'm going to share a lot of information with you guys today. But in the next couple of few seconds, we're going to take a short-term break. And when we come back, you will find myself and Kems on the stage. And then we're going to take things to the next level. So trading is a mind game. Today, you're going to find out why we keep on saying that. So in 1, 2, 3, let's go and come back.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind.
All right. So now we are about to get into the business of the day. Please make sure you have your book and your pen today with you. Kems is going to join us in a second now. One thing I want you guys to understand is that write this thing down right now. Write the word trader and write the word mind. Please write it down. Trader and the word mind. Why is it that some traders they are able to make money in the market, supposedly, and some traders are finding it hard to make money in the market? When you are able to create a certain kind of understanding, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. When you are able to create a certain kind of understanding for yourself, it takes into the every single level. So I'm going to bring Kems onto the stage right now. And what we're going to be doing right now in the next couple of few minutes is that we're going to be talking about things that you will not hear it normally from mentors. That is going to help you. It's a Master Cliff. That is going to be able to help you. I saw a comment and I feel like I know this individual. He's the only one who calls me by that name. Anyways, I'm going to bring Kems up on the stage. I have so much respect for, and I've met Kems before. Let's bring the picture that when I met Kems up on the screen and put me side by side with the picture. And I just want to say something about this picture. When I came from Dubai and I came to Ghana a couple of few weeks back, and that time, Kems and I we've been talking here and there. A very humble individual. And some of you guys probably was on this in this event. I was there myself and I witnessed this guy speak. And one thing that happened was, I said, Kems, we've been speaking every single day. You can see my face. I'm like, I don't know what I was looking like, but I was looking at something. I don't know what it was. So anyways, when I was sitting down there, I was paying attention to how he was speaking. I was paying attention to everything that, they were saying on the stage. And I didn't get a chance to be throughout the whole entire event, but I saw a couple of snippets again also as well. And this was the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that Kema and I, we met face to face. And one thing I just want to basically just say is that he's a humble individual, so much humble. And if any of you guys have witnessed Kema's humility before, drop some number ones in the chat. He's so humble that I was like, that now I get why he is where he is. Because he has honored a certain principle that a lot of people find it difficult to honor in this generation, humility. And so when I saw that version of him, I said, this is a guy I want to know more about. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if today we are here today, this call is not a coincidence. This is real, and every single thing you guys seen, talking to thousands of people on his weekly basis, whether on live stream, whether on physical basis, you guys can see that. Now, you guys are gonna bring me up on the screen again, and then in the next couple of few minutes, we are gonna basically just do what we do. So you're gonna bring Kema up beside me. It's gonna be like a form of a handshake and a hug, but this one called digital version. So Mr. Kems, if you can hear me, just say, I can hear you. Let me hear you, sir.
I can hear you perfectly. So what's up? Should we do a touch or?
I think it has to go this way. No, I cannot even see. Okay, let's see. This way.
I go this way.
I don't know. It's not working. I don't know. It's not working.
That's awesome.
Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, this live stream is going to change someone's life. When I say this, I always tell people that you will never leave this call the same way again. They normally don't believe until the call is done. And I know what I am saying. Nobody will leave this live stream the same way again unless you wanted to. Believe me. Kems, this is, I would say, partially unplanned live stream that we had. We are having now, and I believe it is still going to change someone's life. And that is what happens when two people meet, and we are born ready. We are born ready, I would say. So, brother, in the next couple of few minutes, all right, I'm gonna just let you do your thing. Introduce yourself, what you want to tell people to prepare their mind for the conversation we're about to have. And then to be able to make sure that the spot is not on me and Kems, I'm just going to allow you guys to bring Kems up on the full screen. Brother, do your thing in the next couple of a minutes or two or so. Introduce who you are. Let them know who you are, why they should prepare their mind to listen to the conversation we're about to have with them today. And then when you are done, I come back on the screen and we be on side by side like this and we give value.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Hello, wonderful people out there. My name is Kema Trades. So the name is Emmanuel Napuado, popularly known as Kema in the trading space, CEO of Kema Trades Forex. And I've been trading the Forex market for quite a while. And so I might have seen, I've not seen it, like everything that has happened on the market. And I've not done everything, but definitely I've done a lot, trust me. And it gives me the right hand to be able to at least take the charge up and then lead a few people who are willing to also go on this particular tangent with us. One of the things that I'll say is that it's not easy. Trading is not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say trading is easy or it wasn't easy in our time and it's supposed to be easy now. Trust me, trading is not easy. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of, juice from an individual. You have to expel a lot in order to be even on the right path, even after expelling all that energy, to put yourself on the right path. To be profitable alone, is a whole different journey altogether. I started trading the number of years, not really, but I would say 8 years down the line, this is what I've seen on the market, right? Now it is easier to have your hands on good knowledge when it comes to trading the Forex space. Now it is easier to have your hands on good knowledge when it comes to trading the Forex market. Previously, it wasn't like that. When I came into this space, you had to look around for your own knowledge, and it was very expensive. People were charging like 3,000, 1,500 for courses and then all. Here lies the case now. I'm literally doing sessions month-on-month basis and absolutely free, for people to come and then learn how the market actually works. And if you think it is something that you really want to endeavor, or you want to make it a path, then you can take the next step and then move ahead with it. But coming onto this particular platform, one of the things that I want you to do is to open yourself up. Don't come here with a closed mindset. Come with an open mindset. Be open-minded. Be willing to learn. Have a spirit of learning. Be willing to listen to other people. One of the things that has made me who I am, and I think is going to make me better than who I am today, is the fact that I'm always willing to learn from people. So far as they have the value that I need, I'm going to sit down, listen to them, and then make sure that I grab, that knowledge from them. Whether they are younger than I am, whether they are older than I am, whether they are of the same age, it doesn't really matter. It is the knowledge, what they possess is what I need. And so, I try as much as possible to open myself up to everybody. If you have gone to my Instagram pages, my social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, and then Telegram, you realize that I'm not so open to the whole social media vibe being out there, right? But I try as much as possible in my own way to help the community when the need arises. Clifford, first of all, I want to thank the Almighty God for, giving me this whole knowledge, and then also for making me meet Clifford, and then through Clifford meeting his wonderful team members, Shells, and then Clef, please. Denise, yes, good, Denise. And then Clef, please, I didn't get the name of everyone on your team. So I'd like to appreciate all the team members, like Backdoor, working hand in hand to make this a success. I know that they are doing really, really much of a great job. I appreciate all of them. And to thank all of you who are also on the space right now, just have that open mind to be able to receive from us, right? I'll not talk too much. The real knowledge is coming. So just be ready. Talk to God that He should open your mind, grant you the understanding, the wisdom to be able to grab the knowledge that we are bringing to you right now, to open up that knowledge and then make it wisdom to yourself, right? Yes. So basically, Cliff.
Sir. Okay. Well, again, you guys have seen humility again in your eyes. He's even thanking my team. Anyway, so the quiet one is called Bob.
Okay. Bob.
so he's a quiet one. That is why you're like, yeah, he's a quiet one. Bob. His name is Robert. Yeah, Robert. He's a quiet one. Yeah. So guys, you see, this call is going to be a very informal yet very professional. Of course, we think about the people. As you guys are seeing, this call has no strings attached to it. We are not selling anything. We just want to give value. Yet we wanted to deliver it in a professional way that we can. That is how we do things. Now, a trader's mind. The mind of a trader. How does it look like? To the main topic. Because when we say a mind of a soldier, we already have an idea that this mind is tactical. When we talk about the mind of a thief, we know that mind is also very tactical. So two tactical minds, yes, different outcome. So you guys need to understand something that, for me and from Kema, this is the purpose of today's live session. We want to kill fear. We want to help you regulate your emotions. And we want to let you know that you can do this, but it takes a certain effort from your side. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's group this conversation from two angles. Limiting beliefs. Let's start from there, brother. So in order for us to diversify the mind of a trader, it's like a doctor. They put your pieces together and say, okay, let's spread it and let's look at the problem. Every single time you find out that a trader is not successful, there are a few reasons why they're not successful. Either fear or greed or certain kind of some limiting beliefs or some character they have that is leading them to not be profitable. So then let's pick it one by one and bring it together to create a beautiful mind opposite to what will make them fail. Let's start from limiting beliefs. Brother, what were some of your limiting beliefs as a trader when you started?
If thank you so much, Clef. If you are in Ghana, obviously it's like the odds are already stacked against you. It's like I usually say this, the football lovers would love this. It's like arranging a match between Real Madrid and then Brighton.
Okay, I know what you mean.
It doesn't tally. You get me? At the end of the day, you would realize that whatever you do is like you are being beaten down. Whatever you do. So it takes a different kind of mindset in order to break such a limitation. When we say limiting beliefs, first of all, let's look at the words, different. Limitation and then belief. There's a kind of belief that you need to have in order to move forward as an individual. And then we talk about limitation. Limitation talks about a constraint. Limitation talks about unable to break a certain barrier to move on to the next level. Limitation talks about, being restricted from, flowing to your natural state or becoming something better of yourself. And so it means that everybody is created to be better than who they are. And it is just a kind of mindset that everybody has in order to move forward. Nobody, comes in life to say, I don't want to move forward. I want to stay where exactly I am. It's a growth process. You need to move forward. People who do not move forward at the end of the day are not respected. There's a funny saying. They say if you do not move forward or you don't make money, you are the one in the family whose teeth will be used to open the fizzy drinks. When we have a family gathering. So definitely you need to be able to move forward. Now the thing is, what kind of mindsets do we have that limits us to be able to break these kind of barriers? So that's what Clifford was actually mentioning. We have fear. There are people who actually, fear certain kind of things. And because of that kind of fear, it limits them from being able to break certain barriers. There are some kind of people who fear money. I'll be understand. So when I got to that point where I was like, okay, so if I fear money, then I'm going to run away from anything that will bring money into my pocket. You get me? Anything that you fear, it means that you are imprinting your thought upon it. So, in the thought pattern, whatever you imprint your thought upon, the more is actually what you draw towards yourself. And you realize that if you are in fear of money, even if you are in fear of not having money, that thought that you are constantly imprinting upon that scarcity will draw the scarcity towards yourself. So then it meant that if I wanted to be anything better than, who I was, I did not have to imprint my thought upon who I am, but imprint my thought upon who I want to become in order to draw that closer to myself. I'll be get what I mean, Claire.
Yes, very powerful.
At the end of the day, it is. I had this very interesting saying. They say that it is not what you make, but it is what you have to become or who you have to become in order to consistently make what you want to make. So at the end of the day, as Clifford was saying, right, there are several of these, and an individual needs to understand them firsthand, then put in place certain kind of measures that will be able to thwart them out of the way whilst you are reaching towards the goal that is bigger than yourself. That is, the goal that you are willing to be able to, firsthand reach. I'll be getting. Clef, you can come in.
Yeah. Bro, God doesn't make a mistake bringing you on this live stream. And I really hope people are writing some things down. Other people this morning, no offense, are still somewhere in their life, still fighting addictions. You are here this morning on this live stream. You have no idea what you're doing for your destiny. It takes a different mind to enjoy this life. The Bible says that the things of the spirit is foolishness to the natural man. So it is not everybody that thinks Kema is a big deal. It's not everybody that thinks Cliff is a big deal, that they will come and say, my Saturday morning, let me spend on a live stream with you guys. So I just want to say, I want to throw a shout out to every single individual that is on this live stream now. It's a very powerful character to have. My limiting belief, I would say, was really about the fear of success. It was a fear of success. I was afraid of becoming successful because I didn't know what it was. You see, people are going to be like, Cliff, why are you afraid of being successful? Because people don't define success for people to understand what it means to become it. So what I mean by that is, it was when in my career that I understood that success is the progressive realization of a wealthy ideal. So what that means, let me say it again, guys. Success is the progressive realization of a wealthy ideal. So what that simply means, if you decide you want to become a father and that is your goal or your definition of success, and you become a father, you are successful. Your wealthy ideal. If you decide you want to become a trader who can teach other people how to trade and you're able to do it well, that is your success. The only problem right now is because we don't understand the real meaning of success, we have carried other people's perception of what success is, and then we were looking at it as the point of mirror or the reflection of what we want to become. And every single thing I was looking at as a definition of success didn't look like something I desired. So you will find somebody that I thought this person has made it in life, and the next minute you find them complaining. You find them being sad. You find them being depressed. So I said, if this is what success is, then I don't want it. You will hear news like, oh, this person with the Lamborghini knocked out somebody on a moped and the person is going to jail forever. I said, I don't want a Lamborghini. So I feared success because it's like everybody that I saw when I was trying to see face to face with what we call success, they didn't look like they were enjoying it. So I didn't desire it. So I desired a little. So it's like, you know what? Even if I get something that will get me by, that is all good. So that was my limiting beliefs in the first place. And so I remember, when people hear me talk about trading, they're like, Cliff, what would you say I should recommend as my risk? I said, don't ask me that question. You trying to trap me? What do you mean? It's mathematics. How much do you want to get? Risk the amount of money you want to risk and get what you are desiring. You asking me that, well, how much do you think I want to risk? I'm going to tell you 0.01. In other words, 1% if your account is small. But is that what will make you money? That is not what will make you money. In trading, that's the truth. When I find a move, camps, I go big. That is the truth. Nobody, I can assure you, there is no trader in this world who didn't somehow go big to make some good money. True. Fact.
Of course.
Does that make sense? And so for me, when you come to me and you ask me, Cliff, how much do I risk? I'm going to talk to you as your mentor. 1%. I don't want no trouble. 1%. But then out of your own conviction, when you go home and you have trained yourself to become a specific type of trader, it's between you and your decisions you make. It's like the man of God will not tell you to pray for 51 days and fast for 30 days. It is your own mind together in partnership with the Holy Spirit that the Holy Spirit will tell you, hey, listen, where you are going in destiny, I need you to fast for 21 days. Then you will now be like, from the conviction of the Holy Spirit, I'm going to fast for 51 days. Jeff Bezos invested all his money into Amazon. Nobody will advise him to do that. It's called conviction. So at the end of the day, one thing that you guys need to understand is this, that your limiting beliefs will not allow God to manifest something new in your life. Go and ask the people of Israel. They said they limited the Holy One of Israel. So the dangers of limiting beliefs is not only just to make you poor. The dangers of limiting beliefs is you are limiting God. I hope some of you guys, if you guys are hearing what me and Kema is saying, I want you guys to drop some ones in the chat right now. The dangers of limiting beliefs is not that you are limiting. You are not limiting your life. You are limiting God in your life. So what that simply means, you can come on this call right now and God will share something in your heart and tell you, listen, there is an investor whom is going to come to, let's say, Accra or wherever you are right now, and pick up your book and pick up your pen. And I want you to go to, let's say, this fanciest hotel in Accra. And the first thing your limiting belief will tell you is, oh man, this hotel is only for rich people. Aha! What do you mean it's just for rich people? Who told you that? Pick up your book and go to the hotel. That now, this one right now, Kems will not use it to teach. He will not come and tell you, everybody pick up your book and go to the hotel. This is between you and God, and your lack of limiting beliefs work here. So he will tell you, go to the fanciest hotel. Don't respond and say, but only rich people go there. Pick up your book, any book it is, your Bible, your favorite book, whatever. Pick it up and go there. Then while you are sitting down in the hotel, a successful rich man will come and hit your leg, right? And when he hits your leg, because God has already trained you through Kema, through listening to Cliff, through listening to other mentors, you will now be able to go like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry, sir. You hit my leg, but it's okay. But why are you not angry? Oh, no, I'm fine. Why? Oh, no, it's okay. Really? Oh, what book are you reading? Master Your Time, Master Your Life. Oh, that's my favorite book. What do? I'm a trader. How long have you been trading? 4 years. Wow. Do you have a portfolio? Oh, sorry. It's a very small portfolio, $200, but I've been able to grow it for like 20% every single month. 21%, sir. Are you serious? But you see, mindset. The investor see 20% huge. You, because it's $20, it's small. So wow, 20%. So you mean if I give you $1 million, you can grow it 20%? Yes, sir. Of course, I can. So that is the guy whose mind is not limited. And there is one guy, hey, 1 million. No, no, sir. No, I don't take people's money. So which money do you want to use it to grow? Because your money is in someone's pocket. Who told you your own money is in your own pocket? So if your mindset is limited and you go like, no, I don't take people's money, stay there. Go and ask some of your favorite mentors. Their money that they multiply wasn't theirs. They multiply money God gave them because their mind was not limited. They had a developed mindset, limiting beliefs. So you are here and you are a good trader. The money may not necessarily come from the same smaller $100 you started with. No, it may come from somebody who you will meet somewhere someday based on your mindset that will take you there. So this was my limiting beliefs. I used to fear success. So I will not go to events. I will not go for conferences. I will not network. I will just be there. And after I finish praying, God help me to change my life, and I will now wrap myself around. Let's see how it goes. No, it's not going to go anywhere. Go out and socialize. Oh, some people will be like, this is who I am. That is why you are where you are. Who you are is not enough. You don't have to change who you are. You need to amplify it. Learn, change certain kind of pull. You see, when it comes to limiting beliefs, we don't attach things. We pull them down. And that is what we're doing today. So Ken, that was my limiting belief, brother. I fear success.
The interesting thing is, a lot of people could have different kinds of, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
All right. So a lot of people can have different kinds of limiting belief. Your limiting belief can be greed. Because you are so greedy, even if you make 1% on your capital, which is $100, you see it as $1. And so you are looking to get more. And that could be a limiting belief. And someone can sit, like in a particular space for about 2-3 years, looking at 1%, 2%, 10% as not enough growth with the kind of capital that they have, right? Now, one of the things that I'll tell you is this. Even though, definitely, Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Clef, you would agree with me on that.
100%, brother.
Yeah. So, if you are a Forex trader, managing your own risk, right, is key. And if it is done well, it allows you that longevity in the game that we are in. However, if you want to really grow, sometimes it takes you to go out of your skin, to play the wealthy game or to be a part of the wealthy game. Most of the traders that we have, or most of the pro traders, people that you call pro traders today, have to some way, somehow exercise some kind of abnormal risk at a point in order to get where they are today. The bigger your risk, the bigger the potential of you moving forward. But the bigger your risk, the bigger the potential of you coming all the way back to zero as well. And you just have to understand that. You are okay if you put in a big risk and it goes south. You get me? So what I've been preaching to a lot of people over and over again is whatever the space you are in, even if it's not Forex, like the Forex space, right? Try and understand what actually goes into this particular space. Professional trading, because I'm in the trading space, let me use trading. Professional trading is simply about balancing. It is an art of knowing exactly when to give honor to risk to reward management, and then when to throw in a bigger meat when it allows you to, right? Now, knowing the difference comes with loads of chat time and an experience. Where does the experience come from? It comes from getting the knowledge and understanding that particular knowledge to best the wisdom that you need in order for you to navigate that, that trading space, looking out for that longevity that, you want to have in this particular. Trust me, until a trader is willing to go out of their skin to exercise that abnormal edge, you will stay in what I call okay lane, right? You stay in that okay lane for a very long time. And trust me, I was in that okay lane for a very long time, whereby I was comfortable, Clef. You can be at a particular space in your life where you are comfortable, very comfortable.
Yeah.
You can be risking, you can be making $50. In Ghana, $50 is a lot. $50 is about $700, 700 Ghana cedis now, right? Currently. Because the rate is like 50.3.
Right.
If you have $50, that's 700 Ghana cedis. That is someone's monthly salary. So you can be comfortable to the extent that you feel like, oh, I'm able to make $50 in every 2 days. So, I'm okay. Yeah. If you get to the point where you understand that you're not doing this just for yourself, but you're doing it for a lot of people out there, and the more you make, the more you are able to extend your hand to open doorways for some people out there, Claire. You begin to push harder. Try as much as possible. Trust me, some of the events that we do cost a lot of money. To rent out the space alone can cost you like $6,000. If you are gonna have lunch inclusive for the people, the hotels charge that much. So you see us having events at Marriott Hotel. We paid about $6,000+ just to have that space for 300 people to come in. Alisa Hotel, we paid about $7,800, $8,000 just to have 300 people to come sit down and listen to the knowledge that we have. And we don't charge anybody for anything. How would you be able to extend your hand in order to do some of these things? It is to put yourself in a position whereby if no one else is going to risk, I am going to risk. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean risking just money. Sometimes it means risking time with family. Sometimes it means, risking some good time with friends. Sometimes it means being in your closed doors. It's all sacrifice. It's all part of sacrifice game, So when we say risk, I'm not only talking about you risking money. Sometimes you need to be able to sit down and say, hey, how much free time do I have on my hands? How much of the free time can I sacrifice so that I could see this trading game advance? To put myself where I think I want to be, even if you are thinking it. To put myself where I think I want to be. How much time of my free schedule can I sacrifice, for that particular purpose? Yeah. It is all to build your edge as a trader. So listen to this part. If a trader repeatedly takes a trade, right, and let's say you have built themselves, like to the extent that, like out of 10 trades that they pick on the market, they're able to make, let's say, 6 trades correct, right?
Yeah.
Or 7 trades correct, or even 5 trades correct, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, what this trader is doing for themselves is they are building what we call edge. Edge simply means something, like one thing having a greater potential of happening over another thing. And so it is between profitability and a losing streak. So having the potential of your profits coming in more than your losses is building an edge towards, profitability. I hope you understand what I mean. So at the end of the day, you are the trader building that particular edge on the market, right? If you are picking 6 trades, 7 trades, you see that, hey, I'm able to pick 7 trades on the market correctly out of 10 that I pick. It means that 3 times out of 10, I'm wrong.
Right.
At some point in time, you are going to tell yourself, as for this trade, I'm going in 3 times bigger risk than I usually do on the market.
Right.
It's not an everyday thing. That is why I get peeved that people, like students who come to me and then after learning everything, then all of a sudden you realize that they are flipping constantly every day. They want to be flipping. No, that is not the road to longevity in this game.
Right. Try
as much as possible to assume that position of building the edge, getting to the point where, like one time you just throw in, a bigger piece of meat just to catch a bigger fish. And that bigger fish, if you're able to draw it in, would help you, along the way for a period of time before you have the opportunity to throw in another bigger fish again. And basically that's how wealth is built in this game gradually. Nobody risk 1% on $100 to make $1 million on the market. Nobody risk 1% on $1,000, to build $1 million in the market. Trust me, it is possible, but for a reasonable period of time. If you understand what I mean, Cliff.
Yeah, true. I do get what you mean.
Exactly. So if you really want to do that, then it's you having $500,000, dollar account, $1 million account, and 1% is going to make you some significant money that within a very short period of time you are going to, put yourself out there, right? So basically, Cliff, that is how it works. So just talking about how people should be able to know that in order to become bigger in a space, sometimes you need to go out of your skin. And so fear is not something that you have to. If you want to eradicate fear, then make sure that you have built the knowledge to the extent that you have the understanding, and even if it goes south, you understand that it is okay. You're gonna come back.
True. I hope you guys are learning something right now. I want you guys to put in a comment right now what your limiting beliefs you think. One of the most difficult limiting beliefs that you think you have. Most importantly, he says something right now that is very important, guys. With all these things that we do, how many times have you guys come on my page and I'm selling anything to anybody before? And we do all these things, the team you guys are seeing, everybody eats. For starters, everybody also have family as well. So, but we do this. Ms. Denise is up at this time in Canada. You can go and check Canada time. It's just that some people don't get investment. Investment is not just about money. It's about putting something into something that God even knows that, wow, you did this. So that is just to comment on that as well, guys. For example, we're about to do something again. Camps is going to be there, an event, and I'm not going to talk about it now. I just don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's for people specifically in Ghana, and you guys are going to love this specific one. But then the next thing we want to talk about is really fear. Fear. You see, fear is a very interesting emotion that is difficult to eliminate it entirely, because fear was not created to destroy you. Fear was created to preserve you. Okay, in other words, let me say it this way. It's like death. Who created death? Is it Satan or God? Is this God or Satan? It was God that created death.
It was God.
Everything in this world was created by God. But one thing you need to know is that God didn't create death to kill. People are like, okay, Cliff, what are you saying now? When God created death, he didn't give death the authority to kill. He created death to destroy anything that sin is discovered around. And that time, when did God create it? He created it when he said, the day you eat this fruit, you shall surely die. So the only thing that was going to activate death to become powerful was when they eat the fruit. So that was how death. You see, the Bible says that everything that God created, he created with a word. So they didn't know that the day that you eat this fruit, what you are creating right there is not just a problem, you are creating death. So that was the day death received the authority to kill anything that there is sin around. It is very important you guys understand. What am I talking about now? That fear wasn't created to destroy you. Fear was created to preserve you. But then there is a type of fear that we're about to talk about now. The fear that holds you back. You see, fear, there is a mechanism of action in fear. In medicine, we call something mechanism of action. And I hope you guys, if you hear the name mechanism and then action, it should make you understand this. Anytime we talk about mechanism of action, we normally associate it with the drug. So let's say, for example, if you pick up paracetamol, one of the most famous, painkillers in the world, or aspirin. When you take aspirin or paracetamol, any painkiller, you don't pick up the painkiller and say, painkiller, when you go into my body, go and silence the pain in my leg. You don't speak to the drug. Why don't you do that? You don't do that because there is something in your body that will already connect to the drug and make sure it heals you. It's called the mechanism of action. So when you drink any medication, it knows what to do in your body. You don't need to tell it to go and heal your headache. It knows I'm going to heal the headache. Any pain it will find, the drug will kill it. That is one thing fear does. When fear enters your body, it has a mechanism of action. It either makes you fight or it makes you run. It's called the mechanism of action of fear. So when you hate poverty, like how I do, you will fight for freedom. It's called the fear to allow poverty to overtake you. The same way, if you fear success, poverty will overtake you. So, guys, it is very important that we understand that the fear we are about to talk about in trading is not just so that you will know that, hey, this guy spoke about fear and no, it's to destroy it. The question I have for you today that is going to bring you light in your mind, simple question, but it will pull down strongholds, is what are you afraid of? Please write them down. Kems, let's give them some couple of few minutes while they do that right now.
Okay.
From the bottom of your heart.
All right, guys, we are giving a couple of minutes right now.
What are you really? You are going to demystify that lies. Oh, I'm afraid of what if the trade doesn't go? What? If the trade doesn't go there? I understand. Believe me, I am not speaking out of ignorance. I've been there. I have this story on one of my social media, my social media platforms. I have prayed over my account. I was saying people were laughing on the video. That video actually really did well on TikTok. Funny enough, I didn't know people would like laughing at people's miserable incidents. But then people were laughing and they were like, and it was true because I was praying over my account. God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, please don't let my account blow. And it blew. I laid my hands on your account, Kems. I promise you, I said, God, please, 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 I love you. I believe in you. You parted the Red Sea. You are the God of miracles. That day, my account parted, whatever way that I will call it. So you guys, let's write this down. We are being very practical this morning. What are you afraid of? Or this afternoon, what are you afraid of? Just write them down. What if I lose the money? What if the trade doesn't go there? And after you write down the things you are afraid of, I want you to look at what you wrote down. Look at them very well. Look at it very well. And we have an answer for that. But I want you to look at them very well. Don't write it to me in the comment section. I don't need it. You need it. Write it down in your book. What am I afraid of? And list them down. Fear of losing. Fear of what if I never become successful in trading. Fear of what if the strategy is not going to work. Fear of this, fear of that, fear of all of that. The number one thing that kills fear. The number one thing that kills fear. The number one thing that kills fear is knowledge. I'm afraid if I have an edge or not to put in my own trade positions. That is why I said that the number one fear killer is knowledge. What you just said right there, can you bring up their comment up again one more time? Let's talk to them for a second. Now, we're going to use this. Let's go with the first one before we come back to Mr. Janfi. He says, I'm afraid to lose knowledge. Knowledge. In trading, I always tell my students this, that when I say my students, I don't have a group of 50, 20 people in a group. When I say students, I'm talking to everybody in the body of the market, in the body of Christ, in the body of the market. When I say that knowledge, what I mean by that is this. There is no winning and losing in trading. There are only lessons. Whether you make money or not, the question is, what did you learn? The moment you start to see the market from that place, you have pulled down something in your mind to kill fear. What? And let me give this person one more thing, and then Kems, you will come in and we'll talk. So we're going to talk to them individually. Just bring the comment up again. Let's still bring the other comment back again on the screen. Jeffrey, listen to this carefully now. So me and Kems are going to use Jeffrey as a point of contact and speak to everybody who feels like this. Anytime that you are afraid that you will lose, this is the one answer I want to give it to you, and make peace with it. You will lose. Oh, Cliff. Yes, I'm not going to motivate you. You will lose. You can lose 2 times in a row. You can lose 3 times in a row. You can even lose 5. You can lose, in fact, the whole entire week. But does it mean that you are a loser? That is the first question you can ask yourself. Does it mean you're a loser? No. I want to use a beautiful story, Kems, in the book Trading in the Zone, to talk to Jeffrey for a second. And then Kems, you will come in after I am done. Jeffrey, listen to this carefully now.
Right.
There is a beautiful story in the book Trading in the Zone. So once upon a time, there was a technical analyst that they knew he was a very good technical analyst. So this technical analyst was introduced to an investor who is a very good investor as well. He makes money from investment in commodities such as soya beans. So they brought the technical analyst to the investor. Jeffrey, are you listening? And the investor said, oh, you are the technical analyst they are talking about? He said, yeah, I'm the one, the GOAT. And he said, oh, okay, cool. So what do you have for me? He said, oh, he has been able to analyze soya beans and is going to go up when it reaches this direction of the support. He said, oh, okay. And you believe in this? He said, yeah, I believe it will go up. He said, okay, cool. So they sat down and they were waiting for the price to get to where the technical analyst guy said is going to get and do that. So it happened. And it got there, and the investor said, this is where you said when the price get there, it will reverse, right? He said, yes. You just watch and see. So when the price got there, it started reacting to go up. So that means the technical analyst was right. But then the investor picked up the phone and said, 2 million extra soya bean sell for me. He called his brokerage. So they sold for him 2 million extra. The moment he told the brokerage to sell him 2 million extra, the price dipped and went and passed the technical analyst prediction. Now, question, was he wrong? People are thinking. The technical analyst was not wrong. But in this market, we have something called the hierarchy of the market. We have the top of the hierarchy, we have the major banks, we have the EBS in second in command, we have the medium-sized banks, we have the hedge funds, the pension funds, but at the bottom of the hierarchy, this is where I'm going. We have the retail traders. Before I was coming on this live stream right now, the Holy Spirit gave me an illustration to come and give it to the people. It didn't make sense in the beginning for me to know when to bring it in until now. Listen to this, guys, carefully. As a trader, I want you to see yourself like a boxer. Imagine I am the guy you are going to fight. Okay? Imagine I'm the guy you're going to fight. I don't want to use myself, me and Kema, because me and Kema, God forbid. So imagine, there are two individuals who's going to fight, myself and whoever. And then the person comes to me and be like, oh, you know what? Hey, listen, this is how you can beat me. Okay, this is how you can beat me. All you have to do is basically do this and do that, and you will beat me. That is my opponent, the guy I'm going to fight. Right? And he's telling me how I can beat him. And I'm like, oh, yeah, here are the 5 tricks that I'm going to use to beat my opponent. You are so happy that he gave you that information that you're even making videos about it. So you believe the opponent so much that you think the same thing he told you can use to beat him is what you're going to use. Guys, one thing that will let you become a mature trader, I was going to say a mature Christian, may God help us, that will help you to become a mature trader is when you come to the understanding that in this industry, there is something called conflict of interest. What that will do for you when you understand what conflict of interest means is it will make you understand that whether it is your good day or your good week or not, it was never about you. A lot of people are taking the moment in trading too personal. It's not about you. You didn't lose. You didn't win. You didn't do anything. It's not you. You made, it's either money was made or money wasn't made. You go back again. I always use this as an example. I hope Jeffrey, you listen to this. Please bring Jeffrey back again, his comment, and I want him to know I'm talking to him right now, so to make sure that all fear dies within him today. Jeffrey, you are not losing. You are learning. Please write it down in your book and write it in the comment. You are not losing. I am learning. So replace lose with learning and see how funny it sounds. I am afraid to learn. You see how absurd that sounds? I am afraid to learn. I am afraid to learn. Now, are you going to say that to yourself? No. So don't say I am not. You're not afraid to lose, Jeffrey. You are afraid to learn. So I want you to declare to yourself wherever you are right now, Jeffrey, and say that I am ready to learn. So Monday, when you go into the market, what am I learning this Monday? What am I learning this Tuesday? What am I learning this Wednesday? What am I learning this Thursday? What am I learning this Friday? In all together from Monday to Friday, what am I learning on the weekend? I am ready to learn. This is not a motivation. This is a principle. Now, when you switch up your mindset from I'm afraid to lose to I am ready to learn, you are going to start learning faster than the guy who is there hiding at one corner. What if I lose this trade? No, what if you learn from this trade? I'm sorry. It's because the question he asked brought this energy back in me. Kema, I'm going to pass it on back to you, bro. I didn't want it to go there now. I didn't want it to go to that line of the energy, man. That's awesome. Let's just take it out from there, man.
So now I see I'm ready to learn. That's good. And you can project the comment from Charles. Charles, my fear is losing my memory, losing all the knowledge I have acquired over the years. Wow. Okay.
This is a spirit.
So
I'm kidding. Anyways,
I'm gonna start by saying that in the book of Isaiah 41:13, the Bible says that I am the Lord your God. I am going to hold your right hand. Do not be afraid. In fact, God recognizes fear in every individual, and therefore it is the reason why I know that we might all not be Christians on here, but this is just by the way, right? just knowledge for those who are non-Christians to know about what the Bible, is saying. There are 365 times the mention of do not fear in the Bible. And I believe that in any book that you pick up, right? Once you find something mentioned once or twice, it means that it is very important. And so if do not fear has been mentioned in the Bible 365 times, you should understand that the trial bases are going to be a lot in everything that an individual does. And that is why it is very essential that God reassures us as individuals that, hey, do not fear. Hey, do not fear. The next thing that I'm also going to be talking about is 1 John chapter 4, verse 18. The Bible says that there is no fear in love. And it continues to say, but perfect love drives out all fear. So what I would say that you should be able to use to drive out your fear is the love for what you do. If you love what you do, it would push you in order to be able to get the necessary or the requisite knowledge, the requisite understanding of that particular space in order to be able to love it the more. So love what you do. And if you love what you do, it will open you up to, the millions of opportunities in that particular space. And it would deepen the love that you even have for the space the more, right? So just to continue with what Clef was saying, right? Knowledge is a principal thing. Knowledge is principal. You need to be able to acquire the knowledge. Love the game, and then love the knowledge that the game brings. There are different, I call them the competence stages, right? Clef. So if you have heard this before, the competence stages of acquisition of knowledge. In the acquisition of knowledge process, everybody needs to understand that there are 4 areas that they have to be at a particular point in time. So you as an individual to be able to know where you are at a particular point in time in order to be able to know what kind of information you need to draw to yourself and what kind of information you need to drive away. Right? It will help everyone as an individual. Now, every trader must build themselves through that competence stages. We have Clef. We have the beginner stage. We have the advanced beginners. We have the what's the third one?
I think so from the way I call it is and then the expert. Competence and all of those stuff, all the ways ones. Okay, I get it. I get what you're trying to say.
Yes, so if you are going to go there, so we have unconscious incompetence. So unconscious incompetence means that one, you are unconscious about, like your own competence anyway.
Right.
It means you don't have any knowledge at all. When we have to describe that, it means you are not even a beginner of that particular space yet, right?
Yes.
When you come into that space, it means, okay, now you're a beginner. You're about to start. Now it moves from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence. Now you know that you're a beginner and you do not know much about the space, right?
True.
Then we come from conscious incompetence to conscious competence. Now you are beginning to gradually grow your way. That's where we say you are in the intermediary level. There's some kind of knowledge that you taught yourself and some kind of knowledge that you can. And then we have mastery, where you reach the mastery. That's what we call the conscious competence. At this stage, is it unconscious competence?
No, it's unconscious. It's unconscious competence. Now that is how you do everything. You brush your teeth. You ride your bike. Blah 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 blah. Right.
Yes. Unconscious competence. It means that you have reached a particular level of what you do that actually does not require so much of you to execute, like it freely, like you should. So that is the space that I am in now. I wake up, I just watch the chart, and I'm able to tell that this is what is going to happen. Why? Because I've drawn for myself a criteria. And this criteria, anything that comes out of the criteria warrants that the trade needs not to be taken. And so if I'm taking that trade, I fully trust in the trade. I put myself in that position because I realize that if you do not have a game plan like that, it is very difficult to move forward as a trader. You need to have that game plan. So what do you do when you come to the chart? What do you look out for? What exactly, do you want to see before you enter a trade? And, there are several things. The direction of the market, the structure of the market, the significant resistance and then support areas on the market. Literally, if you take a look at my chart, I don't use indicators, many indicators like that. My chart is plain price action. The only indicators I use are indicators that tell me the beginning of the week and the end of the week. The beginning of one session, Tokyo session, end of Tokyo session, beginning of London session, end of London session, beginning of New York, and then end of New York. Those are the two indicators that you find on my chart. You get it? And I'm able to understand the chart to perfection, almost to perfection. It means that I trust my trade completely, whether or not it is going to make the impact I'm looking for it. So I'm looking for profit, but if it hits my stop loss, it is still a good trade. A good trade is not the one that made you profit. A good trade is the one that checked all your criteria before you picked it on the market. And I tell people almost every time. So you don't look at a lost trade and then say, okay, this was a bad trade. No, it was a good trade because it checked all your criteria before you actually went in there. And it was still a loss anyway. But definitely because it checked all your criteria, it is a good trade in your books. So you put a good trade. So the only trades that you would mark down as not good trades are the trades that you went against your rules in order to pick, and they disciplined you. And the trades that you went against your rules to pick, and they even made you profit. They are bad trades at the end of the day. Well, I hope you understand what I mean. So
that's what
if you're able to look at the perspective, like if you're able to take that perspective from that kind of view, then obviously you know that we are getting somewhere. Right? Now, if you love something, you put in the extra work in order to see it through, in order to see it, happen, right? Having said that, I know that most of us love the YouTube University, right? Now, I tell people this, that YouTube University is great. Coming into the YouTube space, you learn and all. Most of us had to do it the hard way. And so it took a very long time in order for us to arrive where we are now. But we realized that if we are able to transfer what we have learned, shed off all the chaff, and then we give it to other people, they're able to execute it flawlessly. And then in a very short period of time, be able to start, their profitability journey and then that consistency journey, right? So I sort of brought it into this particular space where I said, okay, I saw this example somewhere. When you are going to fly, when you are traveling and you are supposed to be flown by a pilot, who are you going to, let fly the plane? If you are giving this two individuals to, fly along with. The first one is an individual who has watched about 5,000 YouTube videos on how to fly and land a plane successfully, but has never landed a plane before, or even flown one before. And then someone who has not learned anything about flying a plane, but has successfully flown a plane and landed a plane about 30 times in a row. Who are you going to fly with? At the end of the day, I'm going to fly with the individual who has flown the plane and landed it 30 times in a row without any mistake, without having any kind of knowledge out there. This is to just let people understand that sometimes it is not just about consuming the knowledge from everywhere. That the practical aspect also counts. The coming into the market to actually experience what exactly is going on here. How is it traveling? What is moving the market on here is also, a major determinant of how you would be able to cut down some of these, habits that tend to block us or that tend to make us have this kind of limited or limited mindset towards acquiring what we need to have. Bless, over to you.
I was enjoying it. Let's go into the audience. Let's go into the audience for a second, because as we said, this is for them. Charles or Drew, I presume you're a Ghanaian, my brother. My fear is losing my memory. It's a fear that, first of all, I will tell you from my belief system that it's something you need to pray about it. Because if you have that fear, something is making you feel like you will forget things. That is not how memory works. Your brain is structured in a way that it doesn't forget things like that unless it is diseases related. So you are not going to forget the things you are learning. You're not going to lose knowledge. In fact, if there is one thing I know about the mind, it keeps all knowledge. It keeps it through smell. It keeps it through the things you hear. It keeps it through the things you see. So don't worry about that, okay, brother? Just keep on learning. You are going to grow. Is there anything in the comment section that we want to talk about right now? For a second, let's see how this goes. Again, I hope you guys, should we wrap up the call? If you guys don't want us to wrap up this live, and you're enjoying it, drop number 11111 in the chat. And then let's know that we want us to continue. I actually have no fear. It's just a scenario that came to my mind to get your opinion on it. Okay, now that Charles is saying this, now I'm happy for Charles that she's not actually afraid. You're not going to lose memory. Lose memory here is scientifically, it's not even something that happens to people, except you are unfortunately, being infirmed by certain kind of diseases that makes you forget your memory. So I'm glad you say you're not afraid. So 111 simply here means that Kema, they are saying we should keep on going. So we've talked about limiting beliefs here. Remember what we are discussing here today, the trader's mind. That a trader's mind is a kind of a mindset that is able to, number one, understand that there are some things that can limit them to grow, to make money in the market based on what is coming from their past, that they are willing to change it. Number two, it's a mind of discipline. It's a mind of continuous learning mindset. You need to be ready to learn. You see that we have not talked about those as a topic, but everything that we are talking about now is summing up to that area. So we spoke about fear, and we said the fear only comes in when you're not knowledgeable about something. I always used to tell people this, that the longevity of error does not automatically make it right. That when you stay in error for a long time, it doesn't mean that.
I just saw a comment that made me happy.
Okay. Can you bring it up on the screen?
Comment that made me happy. And funny enough, that comment funny enough, that comment is a negative comment, right? And I would love to have that comment on the screen and then tell this person something very interesting. Great. I'm saving you guys as well to you, or just throw your money to the guy to listen to unnecessary theory. Great. I love this. Clef. So you see, the main reason why
the comment came from somewhere. So I want to know where the roots of the is tagging courage. I'm saving you guys. I swear to you.
All right.
We'll just so my friend show working is not lies is too much. I can prove to you are not a successful trader. You see, the truth of the matter is, for me, I don't even want us to waste our time on this person, Kems, because there are other people that
sometimes it is good to just
we are going to talk about that. I just want people to know that we are borrowing a few time from their attention they have given us. There is any successful person don't talk like the way, even if you disagree with the things we are saying now. Nobody paid me, nobody paid Kems. There is a whole entire system that is structured here that they may not even understand how it came about. Why will I create a system and we will come and sit here just to create theories? Now, I wish that what he was, in the beginning when we started the conversation, Kems, I said something that whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, it doesn't change principle effects.
Exactly.
So if what we are saying is theories, and if for example, as I was saying right now, people, and we used to get, because I have people that sometimes the things I say, I'm a very, very polite guy and I'm a very straightforward guy. I'm also very, very sarcastic, by the way. But one of the things that I've learned how to become is some of these people that normally you see their comment here, they are afraid that the things we are saying, somebody may be in their community that will say, then my mentor is the reason why I'm not successful. So they are afraid. So no matter what they do is they try to attack the event or the conversation, because even if what we are saying is nonsense, the way you say it shows if you are grown or not. I will never go to any call and speak anyhow just because I disagree. I disagree with a lot of content I come across on Instagram and social media, but you will never see me speak some kind of a way because it shows maturity. So not everybody, when we started the conversation, I said not everybody will think Cheqona is a big deal. For example, myself, right now that as I'm here right now, yesterday, one of my clients, not even me, if I show myself, I am lying. Kema, this is one of my clients' message that they sent me yesterday as a screenshot. How much he withdrew? $1,300 twice. Do you see it? Withdrawal. Look at that. $1,300 three times in the yesterday. The success of my life is not about me anymore. I have nothing to prove to anyone. When I'm in Dubai, nobody pays for my trips.
I have nothing to prove
Nobody
to
pays
anyone.
for my anything. Does that make sense? So, brother, look, I have nothing to prove to anyone to show whether if I make money or not. I am a businessman. I am an investor. I am not just a trader. If you are only just a trader and you're not successful, I'm sorry about that. I am trading is not all trader is not all that I am. I am a trader psychologist, I'm a coach, and I'm an investor. I'm saying this to say this to let you guys understand this, that you see, in every level there is a devil. And so for me, there is one way that will, I'm going to let Kems come in. But if you know me, Kema, if it was not for this conversation we're having and the thing came on the screen, my team knows they wouldn't have never brought this up on the screen. I'm telling you the truth. Because I see a lot of, there was one guy that came on my Instagram, and then the guy said, this is what the guy said. The guy said that, why would you bring fasting into trading? This is what the guy said in one of my comments on my pictures. He says, why would you bring fasting into trading? And I said, and then he said, that do you need to fast to trade? I said, look at this. When I saw the comment, two things happened to my heart. Number one, I was happy, and number two, I was sad as well. I was happy because I said, if this guy wants to be able to know why we're fasting as a community, I'm happy because I'm going to teach him. If he's saying this because he is irritated by what he saw, I am sad because it shows me automatically that this person, there is no way they are successful. Because how do I know this? Because fasting is not about making money in trading. It's for you, the individual. It brings you to a state of awareness that makes you become focused and whatnot. Whatever that we are saying on this call, they are only theory, regardless even if it is true or not. But the question that I will let anyone ask themselves right now on this live stream is your life changed or you are still broke? It's two questions.
Exactly.
If you are still suffering and you know it in your heart, you are not happy about where you are in life, sit down and listen. I wouldn't come and sit here. Even the stream that you are seeing, you think it takes $1 to create this stream? You see, sometimes, people, it comes from, it is possible this guy is staying somewhere that there is so much noise with goats, so much noise with cars. So his mind is not normal. So when you are speaking like this, he doesn't see beyond his limitation. It is true. If anybody have come on my live sessions before, you will know that I'm the kind of person that I don't just comment on anything. I comment on people who are ignorant. It is true, ladies and gentlemen, that if your life is still the same and is not changing, sit down and discipline yourself and listen. It's not every single person that you see here is looking for your money. Your $100 will not do anything for me. There are a number of people that they text me every single time on Kema on my Instagram. Cliff, I want you to mentor me. I look at them and I laugh and I say, you can't pay. So you might as well just pay attention on my Instagram, come on my YouTube and learn for free. I will not charge you. So we are not looking for anything from any one of you guys on this live stream. I'm not going to share my screen and go through my portfolio with you to prove a point. I don't know who I've sent you. If it's Auntie Julie from somewhere, I don't know. But I don't know who sent you. But you're not going to tell me to show you what I don't want to show. I don't care. Because you don't pay for my food. You don't pay for my meals. You don't pay for my family. Do you know how much it costs to be a married man? Anyways, listen. Guys, Kema, look, I don't want us to take all the whole time of this guy.
Of course.
I don't know what you want to say, but brother, the people are here, they want to learn. And it looks like they're even fighting for the event already in advance.
Basically, what I want to say is, I was explaining this before, that in every journey that you take, you're going to meet people who are quite different. And then not everybody is going to agree with what you say, or not everybody is going to, be in line with what you do. But you still move forward regardless, because you know the journey you are on, you know what you are doing, you know how you're doing it. And how you are doing it is different from how everyone else is doing it. if you take a look at this guy's comments, the underlining, like comments that I'm looking out there is show workings, like show workings. And basically that is the kind of picture that has been painted for a lot of people, that people who have or people who show certain kind of things are profitable traders. And it is the biggest deception. You understand? At the end of the day, I know traders out there who literally, like trading buddies, I'm talking about trading buddies, who literally have done big things, right, Clef, but they have not even put it out there. Why? Because they are not even willing to put them out there yet. I'll be getting it. When we started this session, I said something, like very important. And it is the most important factor to me, being out there. I don't care about social media, and I have a wife, I have a kid, and I literally trade the market, make profit off the market to take care of the family. And regardless of whatever someone else thinks, that is my main work that I do. Of course, I'm an executive director of the Rebirth Constructions, and as and when there is a contract for me to be out of home to go and execute, I do. But it comes like once, twice a year. And so this is my main. And I don't go into anybody's DM to say, hey, come and pay me for this or come and pay me for that. It's an opportunity that God gave me and I'm using it. So regardless of what anyone thinks, if you're on here, have a prepared mindset to learn. All right, Claire.
Bro. No, it's okay, guys. We're gonna continue. We're almost even done with the live stream anyways. For me, anytime I see these comments like this, I know exactly where it could come from. It comes from people that the things I say hurts their hearts, and then they are mentors. And you're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep on saying the things I gotta say. I'm not gonna focus on the money, but I'm gonna keep on saying the truth. Trading is not easy. It's not easy. I lose some days, I win some days, and so what? So at the end of the day, that's the basis. You see,
cannot do it.
Sometimes I look at people that follow, some of these traders in this industry, and they'll be making a whoa, the guy just bought what do we call it again? Rolls Royce, and I said he bought it from trading, like executing markets. It's just one of the things that really makes me sad in this industry is there is a bunch of ignorant people who are desiring to change their life with trading. Have you ever seen Warren Buffett making noise about the money he made in the market before? If Warren Buffett, if you pick Warren Buffett and you pick some of these guys' idols, you would think the idols have money than Warren Buffett. It is true. Let this be a revelation for somebody on this live stream right now. If you pick up Mr. Beast and you pick up some of these guys, their idols, you will think that these idols have money than Mr. Beast. You see, in this life that we live in here, your limiting beliefs and your mindset needs to change. Brother, why will I stop being a pharmacist and go into full-time trading? Do you know how much pharmacists make as well? So at the end of the day, one thing that people need to understand is that when we do these things, for me, bro, I already psyched myself and I knew we were going to meet people who are ignorant in this industry long time ago because of the route we have taken. Psychology in trading is one of the most untalked about conversation. And so one of the things that sometimes used to happen is if you are making money, then show it. I won't show it to you. That is why Instagram has an unfollow and follow button. So YouTube has a subscribe and unsubscribe button. You have logged into the live session, listening to somebody who is talking about theory that does not make sense. Does it make sense to you, the person who logged in to put that comment? That doesn't make sense to that person even again. Like, you can stay away and go and listen to who is making the money this Saturday morning, but you decided to come and put a comment even though you know what I'm saying doesn't make sense. It is very important that we understand that, guys. At the end of the day, this shows that something honest is happening here. It shows. I can assure you that, bro, there are mentors that tells their students not to listen to me because they are afraid of the light and the information they will get. It is true. I know this for sure. Because there are people who stopped listening to me because they said their mentor said, I don't talk about technicals. They came back again after a few months and say, Cliff, everything you were saying was right. I just realized my mentor was not even successful. I said, congratulations, welcome back and sit down and learn. Can you mentor me? I said, no, but sit down and watch the videos I put on YouTube, you will grow. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you understand these are the kind of nonsense that is creating some certain kind of mindset in the industry that is helping people not to grow. People are flashing money they didn't make from trading gold or whatever they make you do. People are manipulating the back end. Those some of your favorite idols, do you know how much manipulation they do from the back end to show you money that they never made? Do you want me to go there? 12 years in this industry and I can tell you things that you'll be shocked. There are some of you guys, your so-called mentors that you see on Instagram that you are celebrating. They are not even people. They are now learning how to trade. The question is, where did they make the money from in the first place? This industry is serious. And that is a conversation of the traders' mindset we're talking about now, Kems, that the industry is so serious that people need to stop joking. There is something called conflict of interest. 90% of retail traders are not making money in the market. The question is, where are they? Where are they? You think it is the one that showed you that they bought a Rolls Royce? Ask yourself, what money did he use to buy? What trade did he trigger? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a conversation of a trader's mind. It's not a baby's trader's mind conference we are having here right now. It's a live stream that needs to let you go back and come back differently on Monday. Enough is enough. The person is Instagram. It's not a way of showing how whether somebody is successful or not. It's the person. When I came on this live stream, Kema is not begging. I am not begging. Nobody's begging anybody. We are not doing any conference. We're not doing every single thing. But yet, there are naysayers that will make comments in their environment full of poverty. It is true. So, Kems, this is why I wake up every single day, brother, and I'm like, I will not keep quiet about trading psychology. Enough is enough. The trading is real business. It's real life. Sometimes you will see some mother who is a single mom and he has no money. And somebody somewhere, a fake mentor and a fake guru, will convince this single mom to put their money in the financial market and blow it, and now tell the single mom, why are you being emotional? Are you normal? She's a single mother, and all that she had, she put it in the market. So you couldn't tell her the truth, that this money you are putting in, you can lose it. And you are not telling that single mother, don't be emotional. What do you mean she shouldn't be emotional? This is where my motivation is derived from. In my whole entire career, I've mentored more than tens of thousands of people from different organizations to my own private ones. And I'm telling you, brother, it is enough. It's enough. Trading is a business. If you don't respect it and if you don't understand, imagine if doctors now start going on Instagram every single evening and every single afternoon. They go like, hey, you know what? This is the heart. Today I saved. This is the kidney. I saved. And they start putting this on Instagram. Would you be happy? Imagine you find out that doctors are now proving they are the best doctors because they start showing the heart and the kidneys they save. No. The best performance in this world are quiet. Somebody asked me a question one time and said, Cliff, who would you say is the best? The new traders in this world or Warren Buffett? I said, you know what? We are the ones that are comparing. Those guys never compare themselves to themselves. The Bible says those who compare themselves to themselves are not wise. So you need to understand this right now. And the person that is there, I'm speaking out of love for you. If you are angry because you lost money in the market, I am not the problem. If you are angry because you are still not making it, I'm not the problem. How do I know you're not making it? I know you are not making it.
I don't think this person is angry. I just think he's, trying to be very disruptive. But you just take your mind off him.
So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to let him understand that I've had the same incident on some of my live stream for no reason. They came from, it's like they have sent them to just come and distort a webinar. But you see, going back to the conversation we're having, guys, from limiting beliefs to fear. The next thing we want to talk about to be able to start preparing to enter into a space of making this thing right now is understanding the realities of trading. When we started the conversation, we said one of the things that makes a trader is knowledge dependent. It's knowledge dependent. What makes you become developed in this industry is the knowledge you come to have contact with. And one of them is understanding the realities of the market. And we're going to be talking about some couple of few realities in the market. For example, Kema mentioned one of them. He said, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And guys, when I started in the beginning, I thought I was going to be rich overnight. I really believe that. And at the end of the day, for me, one of the things that I've learned over and over again in my life in trading is that the market, when it teaches you, you don't forget. But when your mentor teaches you, I can teach you something, Kems can teach you something, and you come and give it like, oh man, I don't remember this thing that Kems said. I don't remember this thing that Cliff said. What did he say? But when the market teaches you something, you don't forget. And so one of the realities in the financial market is that you're going to be experiencing things that is going to take your trading to a level that you never thought it would be. For example, there was a broker that I opened, a first broker ever that I opened. This broker collapsed. The broker collapsed in a way that, bro, I never even saw it coming. I woke up this one day morning, I tried to make another extra deposit into the account, and then I realized it was not going through. And then I'll never forget her name. Her name is Nelly. Nelly was like, Cliff, I'm sorry, currently right now we're not accepting clients anymore because of XYZ. And I said, what happened? And he said, because unfortunately some regulation, Fast forward, the broker collapsed. And one thing that happened to me was, wow, like, this was not about trading problem. This was not about lack of skill set. This was about something happening to a broker that there was nothing I can do about it. So there are realities in this market that a lot of people don't talk about. And that's what I wanted to take the next couple of few minutes talking about, the realities. For example, as Kem said, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. Trading is this. So there are different realities that when you come into understanding about, it pulls down some certain strongholds. Does that make sense? I don't know what Kem you want to say about this, but then yeah, it is very important that people understand the realities of the market from that angle.
So I'm just going to say this. Anytime I pick a Rubik's Cube, I know that you know a Rubik's Cube, right?
Yeah.
If you do not know what Rubik's Cube is, you know that square thingy with the different colors that you have to, like align all the colors for it to be in place, right?
Yeah.
I love it because it is a direct representation of how I started out, like trading. I was outrightly confused. I was puzzled, like I couldn't fit in. And then it's like I couldn't figure anything out at all. But one of the things that I understood is that when the world crumbles around you, you have to look into the wreckage and then build a new one out of the pieces that are still here because you are still here. At the end of the day, I ask myself questions. What can I do in order to put myself back in place? Clifford, 8 years of trading has not been easy. 4.5 years wasn't profitable. I'm not going to lie to you. 4.5 years, it wasn't profitable. Started learning, putting in the energy, doing whatever. I did not make any money that I could point and say, this is meaningful money that I can do something, like with, right? 4.5 years. But you see, it clicked for me after that 4.5 years when I was able to find a criteria that I would trade with. And that's solely based on my technical strategy anyways, right? And one of the things that I told myself, or I came to the understanding from the onset, is that if you're able to do these things, even though the psychology game plays a bigger role, that's what we say, that the psychology game plays a bigger role in the market. If you're able to do these things right, it would minimize that stress of psychology on your trading. And it would cause for you to, not as speedily as all the other traders out there are doing, but it will cause you to grow gradually. You understand? Grow gradually. So gradual growth. You are not in a hurry to go anywhere. You are comfortable. You have your house. You have your car. You can drive around. You can do whatever you want. You want to buy food. You can do so. Food. There is nothing that you would lack. That kind of space, right? If I wanted that space, this is how I should be able to go about it. And so I started off it. And trust me, in a very short period of time, Cliff, something that for about 3 years, I had written in my books that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get married at the age of 30. There was nothing that showed that I was even close to that. Even about 6 months to the time, there was nothing that showed that I was close to that. Cliff, the moment I entered my profitability journey, That was when the whole phase started turning around. That was about 2021, right? 2021, that December, I got married. 2022, started trying out that profitability journey that I had, like that new phase of criteria that I've marked out for myself. That strategy that I have finally been able to call my own, right? I started marking out that strategy and I realized that it works perfectly. You see, all those people out there who can throw in 10 lots, 5 lots, 20 lots. I'm not one of those people. Even 2 lots is very difficult for me. So the people who are around me, the students who are around me, the trading geniuses who are around me, they know Kema to be this kind of person. That means that I needed to push myself to the extra mile. What do I do in order to match up with these people? Clef is throwing in 10 lots, 20 lots on the market. Kema is able to throw in just 1 lot. What would Kema do in order to match up with Clef? Be at par with Clef. It meant that if Clef is throwing in 10 lot sizes, 20 lot sizes, what I was able to understand is Clef might be looking for 10 pips, 20 pips on the market. 30 pips, he's out. He has made this, huge capital on the market. I, on the other hand, throwing in 0.5, 1 lot size, need to be able to mark up the macro level of trading, whereby I will be getting the 500 pips, 400 pips on the market, which means that I need to be able to build myself to be able to stay in a trade longer than a day. Because sometimes 500 pips demands that I stay in a trade 3 days, and I should be comfortable with it. That is how come I came to understand the difference between investment and speculation. I realized that when it comes to investment and speculation, even though they are all about let's make money, one of them says, let's make money, right? Let me make extra bucks. But one of them says, let me make extra bucks quickly. That's speculation. Let me make extra money as fast as possible. So if I am going to put myself in that, that space where I am looking to be able to stay in the market longer for 3 days, to be able to match up with someone who is putting in 10 lot sizes, then I needed to put in the extra work in order to find myself there. That is how come I built my technical skill on the market. With my technical skill, it's very simple, Clef. Very, very simple. Yeah. And I believe that when it comes to trading the market, right, trading the market is difficult. Mastering a particular criteria to trade the market with is not difficult. You just have to know what concept you are dealing with, what concept you want to use in the market. I'm looking at direction. Okay, where is the market going currently? If market is traveling towards the upside, bullish, going towards the downside, bearish, okay. How is the market traveling towards that particular direction? Then we are talking about structure. Okay. Now, in structure, we know about the strong point and we know about the weak points of the market to attack. If you are in a bullish market, you can't attack the high point as your strong point because you know that you are in a bullish market. So you have to attack the higher low regions as your strong point. So in able to get this kind of long-term trades, I don't need to be in that position going against the market. That is for probably those who are going to be in those bigger lot sizes. It means I need to be able to sit on my hands. So a bigger portion of my trading talks about patience. Having the patience enough to wait for price to come into your zones. Then you simply execute. And trust me, that is what I've been using with my trading community for the longest period of time. Like, that's basically it. And anytime anybody comes and says, Kema, I wasn't able to stay through and I made this loss. You realize that it is because they just couldn't wait for price to, they knew that this is where we have to wait for price to come to. Then it is either we are going to wait for confirmed entries or we are going to be taking risk entries on the market. Regardless of that, I made a loss because I rushed into the market here, even though I knew that I was supposed to wait for market to come here. And it has been simple. So when we started this session, someone came here and said, Kema has made my trading journey very simple. Because some of these people have realized that trading is difficult. And one of the ways for you to be able to cut down that difficulty is for you to just assume the formulas. Market is moving towards this direction. I'm following the direction. Basically, that is it. That is how consistently, trust me, I could say for a fact, and my brother Smart is on the live right now, that almost every week, not all weeks, right, but almost every week, I withdraw something from the market. Almost every week. And it is not that every week you find me trading every single time of the day. No. There are some weeks that I get only one trade. There are some weeks that I get only 2 trades. Some weeks that I'm lucky enough to get about 3 trades in the week. But I definitely do not get 5 out of 5 trades the whole week. At the end of the day, if I pick 3 trades on the market, I'm able to make all that profit, at the end of the weekend, I'm withdrawing something from the market. You see, the funny thing is, no matter how small, Clifford, it is mine.
Yeah.
No matter how small, it is mine. So I don't care
True.
about who is making $20,000 in a day. I don't care about who is making $40,000 in a day. If I'm making $300 at the end of the week, it is mine. If I'm making $500 at the end of the week, it is mine. And that is what, for a long time, I've been trying to teach people out there, that trading is not a race. It is a marathon. You just need to cross the finish line in order to be a part of those who were able to do it. You don't need to cross the finish line first. You just need to cross the finish line. So as far as possible, keep going, keep pushing, and make sure that you are making, like the necessary step to stay in the game so that you don't fall out of the game. If you are dehydrated, get water. I'll be getting moving until you cross that finish line. And trust me, we have had so many traders pass through. See, Clef, many traders actually saw me the time that I was unprofitable. Many great traders now. For instance, the comment that have been put, Kennel Stick Raymond, right? That's one of the very good traders in the industry, right? I was literally there when Kennel came in to be a trader, when he was taking his beginner lessons, when he was taking his advanced lessons with my bro and all, right? I was literally there.
Right.
I actually watched it. I could see what he's doing in the market, right? And trust me, if you see the people who have passed through you and they are doing marvelous on the market, it's brilliant. I have Charles here. I didn't want to mention Charles, but I have Charles here who took $6,000 to $40-something thousand, right? In a reasonable period of time, of course, right? And it is because he understood, the dynamics of the time with respect to the capital that he has on the market, with respect to the leverage, with respect to the lot sizes that you throw in there. And then, because he has that kind of knowledge, he could come into the market any day and then repeat that same process. There's a saying that you can beat a billionaire down today to 0. Give them up to 3 to 9 months, and they will build back that billion-dollar business that they have. You can redistribute the wealth in the whole world and give everybody an equal amount of money. And in 1 year, you will find the billionaires of this particular space now sitting right back there on top. Why? It is because they have it. It is with them. And so it is a strategy. And so all they have to do is implement it, and then it will build, them forward. The last thing that I'm going to say, for this particular phase is the old things that have been working on the market are the very things that have been working on the market up to today. So I do not necessarily find myself learning new things. The candlestick, understanding the candlesticks of the market. The candlestick is the language of the market. And anybody on this live session right now will tell me for a fact that I'm telling the truth. That candlestick is the language of the market. If you want to understand how the direction of the market is moving up and down, it is candlestick. I was going to say candlestick. It is candlestick, right? If you want to understand a pause in the market, a continuation in the market, it is chart pattern. If you want to understand, it is resistance and then support. Those things are the same things that are, the same things. It's just that we have a lot of people in the industry currently who are trying as much as possible to trivialize the whole, trading game, bringing in different kind of concepts here and there. Sometimes you have to, abbreviations that you have to break them down in order to understand. It is basic, knowledge. Somebody talks about demand and supply region. Somebody talks about, and then constantly I realize that we think that previously there was a lot of chaff in the industry, and so we had to sieve out in order for us to be able to get. But right now, the chaff in the industry is way, way more. And if you need the right knowledge, trust me, sometimes you need to dig very, very deep before you find the right knowledge. In order to find the people who are actually trading the market, Clifford.
Yeah.
It takes cutting your skin to see blood before you actually find the people who are actually sitting and putting their money on the market to trade in order to make money. How big it is.
It's true.
To lose their own money on the market. Very few people, Everybody's talking about OPM, other people's money. That's all they are doing, buying stuff with other people's money. And so it is very difficult for you to find, or to trust someone who is actually trading the market genuinely and moving at a kettle speed, right? At a kettle speed, but they are still going somewhere. Recently, my dad, right, my wife's father, he's a reverend minister. He was teaching on dreams in church, and there was an example that he gave. He said, if you dream that you see a snail, okay, I'm throwing this question to you, Clef. If you dream and then you see a snail, in your dream, right? And the snail, you know how it's very slow. What would be your interpretation of that dream when you wake up?
Slow destiny. Yeah, non-logical sense. Yeah.
Okay. And then the next one, if you dream and you have gone all the way back, as old as you are, you have gone all the way back and you are in class 1 and sitting in a class 1 classroom, like with the people learning the basic things, that you had to learn in class 1. What would that dream mean to you?
Probably delay in life.
Okay. All right. So this is where he taught me that sometimes a particular thing that God shows you may have different kind of meaning. And sitting in a class 1 classroom as old as you are means that there are certain basic things that you need to learn. There are certain basic things, foundational knowledge that you need in order to move forward. Right. That you need now. You need to go back, revisit, and then go check back, to find that foundational knowledge in order to push you to the next level. And seeing snails in your dream does not necessarily mean you are moving slow in life. It means you are moving. Regardless, you are getting somewhere, because no matter what, if you see a snail here today, you come tomorrow, you will not meet the snail at the same position.
It's
so
true.
Regardless,
you
are moving.
And
that is what I picked out of that. Trust me, you can be in a space where you feel like some things are not really going right, but if you are to check your own journey, you are not where you used to be, and you need to be grateful for it. If you're a trader and you're on this particular platform right now, one of the things that I'll tell you is that be grateful for where you are currently, and then from now on, just have an eye on yourself so that you will be able to mark this particular position that you are in, and then if you move forward, you will actually know that you have moved forward. Clifford, trust me, from what I'm saying, 4.5 years ago, profitability started coming in. Now I had enough funds from trading. My friends were around me when I was trading the market withdrew. I bought my wedding stuff with my own money from that I traded from the market, right? And I'm married. I've taken care of my family all through those times, trading the market consistently until this particular moment that I'm speaking to you. Withdrawing from the market almost every single week, no matter how small, for myself and my family, and we are still living and living good. And this is the kind of goodness that I want to share to other people.
This is powerful. You see, before we start to wrap up, I want to tell people something. We've discussed, and Kema has talked about, sometimes people ask me, Cliff, do you trade? I understand where they are coming from, because you will not ever hear me talk about the technical analysis, because I tell them that the industry has done well by producing enough good technical analysts. And The only reason why maybe I will try to make myself one of them is to try to compete. But if I believe that we all together, we want to help a generation, then there should be a diversification of infrastructures. So I will never forget when I decided to go in depth with trading psychology. I didn't want to, because it was one of the most boring side of trading to do as an individual. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't come with accolades. It doesn't come with wow, you're the GOAT. It didn't come with that. Bro, I can assure you, when I started in the beginning talking about trading psychology, and the reason why I entered into trading psychology was because I had a past situation whereby I used to suffer from panic attacks and anxiety disorders. And when I entered into the space of medicine, I realized that psychology really is a very powerful thing. It's a different language altogether. It is what makes us act and behave the way we are. So then I came across an amazing video by, amazing veteran in this industry, Anton Kreil. And Anton Kreil said something that blew my mind. And that was when I realized, he said this simple thing. He said, the infrastructures in the financial market is not built for the average retail trader to make money. I said, wait, pause. The infrastructures is not built for the average retail trader to make money. Then what are we then doing in the market? So I came back again, sat down, and I was like, you know what? What are really the infrastructures we have right now? And I realized that the only infrastructure we have now in this industry is technical analysis. That is it. That we have done well. You will have, even for example, an amazing platform, TradingView. Look at it very well, bro. It's nothing but a data collective platform that gives traders access to analysis. That is it. Look at Baby Pips. They give information about how to understand the foundation. So then I asked myself, if I want to contribute into this financial market, what can I do that is different and yet very needed? And I realized it was trading psychology. So when I started on my journey on talking about psychology only, I didn't want it to become an ignorant trading psychologist. So I decided to take on the goal of learning different dimensions of psychology as a whole, and not only just talk about, oh, don't be emotional, Cliff. The person is being emotional for a reason. Why? Do you know why? Scientifically. I said, I gotta go find out. So I started taking courses, I started learning, I started reading, I'll never forget. And I realized that, wow, like, this is why I was losing. So the reason why sometimes I will remove my stop loss and I am afraid it will hit it is because of a problem called loss aversion. So loss aversion is a different type of cognitive biases that makes you become afraid of losing so much that you don't even care about winning. Have you ever realized some people, they go like, I am so angry that we are going to fight and even kill ourselves. They care about the anger and the fight so much that they don't care about their life anymore. Loss aversion. So that was when I realized that trading psychology is a serious dimension of an infrastructure missing in the financial market. So I made a commitment to myself, I will learn, and then I will never compete with any mentor. Why? Because if I meet Kems, I know Kema and I can partner up together and give value to a community without no competition. I will have to keep quiet. Sometimes I go on calls and people are teaching technical analysis and I'm like, oh my God, this is not the right support. Oh my God, this manipulation you are talking about is inducement. Oh my God, this is creation. This is about it. This is a stop loss. I know it, but I gotta keep quiet. Why? Because when God gives you an assignment, he gives you in one region. Cliff, what do you mean? Read your Bible if you're a Christian. Joseph, all he did was to dream. Yet it took him through trials and tribulations, yes, but he ended up on a throne because of dreaming. Look at Joseph. Look at David. Look at Abraham. Look at every single individual you can. Look at Mr. Beast. We call him the YouTuber, but now you can tell by his life does not even look like a YouTuber anymore. One dream. So I told myself, what can I do to make sure the infrastructures from the trading psychology part is built for retail traders? But Cliff, is it important? Have you ever entered a hedge fund before? Do you even know where one is? Do you even know that the typical average hedge fund has a psychologist they talk to every single morning before you execute trade? But Cliff, doesn't matter. Have you heard stories that a banker went to jail because he was stressed and he executed the wrong trade? Yes. Trading psychology is important. Have you heard a story about the young guy who killed himself because he was using Robinhood platform, and Robinhood made a mistake and he thought he lost his account and he committed suicide? Yes, trading psychology. So ladies and gentlemen, this conversation my brother Kems came here for us to talk about today is not new to some of you guys that he has been mentoring, but it is a call of awareness that you understand that in this industry we can fight one another and become successful. We can compete with one another and think that the one who bought the car that is beautiful than the one who just cares about a simple car, one is better than the other. No. In most cases, in most universities, the professors are broke than the students themselves. Sometimes, if you look at it carefully, you can see the professor is still driving an old car, yet you sit down and listen. We live in a generation where people don't understand positions. Every single time you hear a revelation of something coming up, whether trading or whatever it is, then the question you got to ask yourself, where are the players? The moment you find the players, you find their positions. We all can play the same place. Do you know I have not seen anybody in this industry and that person's job for retail traders is to only be a risk management coach? I have not seen it. One mentor will teach everything, but I have not seen a risk management coach only. Just that. That when you wake up in the morning, some of you mentors may be listening to me right here and you may be good in mathematics. Maybe this is an idea for you. That you wake up every single day and all you talk about is risk management. So the students will now go build up their technical analysis from Kems. Listen to him in some psychology and some trading, risk management. But they'll be like, okay, if I want full psychology, I'm going to Cliff. Not because Cliff is better, positions. Imagine the keeper wants to be the one to strike. I hope you guys are listening to me. This may be an idea for somebody right now on this live stream, that you are good in mathematics and you can develop systems to help retail traders to risk well, to understand math on how to grow a portfolio. So guys, this is where and why I started this, that I will teach and only talk about psychology. So you, the risk management person, sometimes you are desired to say, this technical thing the person is teaching, I disagree, but you keep quiet. Position. You will find a generation everybody is tempted to show off. Some people are buying cars they don't even need. Oh, this one bought a Range Rover, I also bought a Mercedes. And so what? Maturity is missing in this industry. There are rooms I have entered, and there are tables I have sat down to eat from with people that sometimes if I say it, it will come out as bragging. So what do? I keep quiet. Cliff, so you don't show lifestyle. My lifestyle mostly is prayers in tongues. I shared that once and somebody attacked me. Do you want to see that? Because that is my lifestyle. My lifestyle is I am a prayerful believer. Do you want me to show that every day? No. So you don't care about my lifestyle. You want to provoke me to be proud. I'm not proud in the name of Jesus. So you guys need to understand. It is true, Kems. I refuse to be proud because the Bible says that God resists the proud. So what that means is every single time I go on social media, bro, sometimes I will see people showing their results. And I'm like, today I made $10,000. Why can't I show it? And I'm like, something is like, no, stay away. I'm like, stay away. I'm like, yes, sir. I say yes to the Holy Spirit and I stay away. So yes, some of us are going to take the blows and the mockeries, but we don't have a choice but to focus on the assignment God has given us. Our goal is to transform the mind first of retail traders and beyond. So when you come on these calls or you come on live sessions and we are talking about a trader's mindset, the most important thing is what is limiting you from becoming successful. Number one is ignorance. I'm going to give you guys 3 things that limit every trader that I know who has a potential but never becomes successful. Number 1 is ignorance, lack of knowledge. Number 2 is pride. And number 3 is fear. Retail traders are proud. You predicted gold will go up, and so what? You predicted NAS 100 will drop, and so what? Brother, some people may be here on this live stream watching me. 5 months in a row in an academy that I was a trader in there, mentoring and educating. 5 months in a row, 100% winning ratio. Somebody deposited $50,000 and took the 50K to $500,000 and told me a message I claimed because of you, I'll buy an island. But you will never hear me bringing that on my Instagram. You know why? Because that is not the purpose. We are about to have a boot camp here in Ghana. And at the end of the day, when I came to Ghana, I was speaking to Kems and I had a meeting. I had a privileged meeting. An individual, he mentioned his name called Smart, an amazing gentleman I met, very intelligent. And I told them this and this and all what I want to do. And initially, I wanted to do an actual event. And I told myself, no, I want to have a boot camp. And then one of the things that Smart told me was, Cliff, it's going to be expensive. And I told my team, I don't care. Kems was telling you, do you know how this boot camp is going to be? This bootcamp is going to be days that retail traders are going to come and spend almost 7 days in a house for full transformation. Nobody is paying a dime. You think we use sand and water to create these events? But nobody is paying a dime. From their breakfast to their lunch to their meals, everything is for free. Full transformation. We do this because there is a certain structure that needs to be in place for retail traders. I want you guys to understand this, that the industry that you are seeing now, whether you like it or not, nothing lasts forever. The jokes and the games, enough is enough. You want to be a trader, be serious. Trading is a business. It's not a competition. It's not a show of business. If you have $1 in your account, it's your life and it's your business. Keep on growing it. If you have $100, no problem. If you have $10,000, no problem. If you have had the privilege for God to connect you to an investor, be grateful, don't come and compete. Some of you guys, the reason why you are not making money is because you are waiting to make 10,000 so that you will show all the people around you that you too, you are not a goat. You will never make it like that. It is not the case. It is a principle. That is not how God behaves. God is a lovable God. So he looked at the heart of the individual and said, this guy, if I bless him within $1,000, he will misbehave. So ladies and gentlemen, there is a whole entire different dimension to trading, but the infrastructures are limited. This is a call to some of you guys that have the desire to teach. Don't teach everything somebody is teaching just because it is where the hype and the vibe is. No, some of you guys may be just people who are going to focus on how to grow a portfolio. That's it. And this is a call. Kems is very good in technical analysis. I've seen the way he teaches it. It's like being a preacher and you want to be the one that plays the instrument and preach and do everything. Eventually your church will be boring. Is that true? So you need to come to the understanding that while you have the desire to sing like your choristers, the Holy Spirit is like, sit down, sit down, sit down. The ability to sit down is another skill. Sit down. Keep quiet and sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, look, what you're about to learn in trading psychology in different dimensions. Me, I will keep on partnering with Kems. People will attack, they will not attack, I don't care. Where I'm coming from and where I am now, there isn't nothing you can say that will stop me from what God has put in my heart.
You will not like it. In fact, some of you guys, most of you guys will not even like me because I will tell you things that I am not here to pamper you. Trading is not easy. It's a serious business. You sit down and you listen. You learn. Some days, full week. I was telling something to some people one time, Kems, and I said, when I hear people saying that, Cliff, I want to become a profitable trader. Cliff, I want to become a profitable trader. I want to sit down. I want to stand up a little bit. Are you guys okay with me standing? Kemsky can still see me, right?
Yeah. I can
So
still see you.
when people sometimes say, I want to be a profitable trader, I'm laughing. You know why? Because I understand what they are saying, but logically, it doesn't make sense to me. And I will explain that to you psychologically, bro, so that they can listen. If you chase profitability as a description of an individual, you will never catch it. It's like trying to chase money. You will never find it because you don't chase money to get. You develop to attract. It's a principle. So what that simply means is that when you chase profitability as a dimension of arrival of, hey, are you a profitable trader? Yes, I am a profitable trader. You will always be sad. You know why? Because profitability is not an individual. It's a moment in trading days, months, weeks, and years. What that simply means, there are some weeks you will not be profitable. It doesn't affect you, the person, because it's not about you. That means you can go 3 months and the market is shaking, but you are still fine. So there are some certain things people don't understand. For example, I was telling people that when we talk about risk to reward ratio, people are like, oh, my risk to reward ratio is 1:10. Oh, okay, congratulations. But do you know what that simply means? You are okay to lose 5 trades in a row. That is what it also means. So when you lose 5 trades in a row, don't be angry, because that 6, 1, 7, 8, 9, 10 can put you in profit back again. That's what you are telling me. But psychologically, people don't understand that. People sometimes say, oh my God, I am afraid I'm going to hit stop loss. You are still a babe in the market. You are still afraid you're going to hit stop loss. A stop loss is not a loss trade. It's a stop trade. So anytime you go into the market, you are not crying because of stop losses. You are happy for stop losses because a stop loss is preserving your capital. Why are you not happy about that? It means there is a certain awareness of understanding you have not come into. So sometimes I say, oh my God, Cliff, I hate stop loss. I say, you are still a child. I want you to come to me next time and say, Clifford, guess what? I said, what? I stopped a loss. And I will tell you, congratulations, you did well. How did you stop it? Oh, I placed my stop loss right below the support. Congratulations. Congratulations. You stopped the loss. Good boy. I don't only congratulate people for TP hit. That is nothing to be congratulated about. Did you stop a loss? Yes. I remember sometimes people ask me, Cliff, how long, if I give you 100,000, you can grow the account to? I said, don't ask me that question. Ask me this question. That if I give you $100,000, how long can you keep it? Do you know keeping an account is a skill? A lot of people can't keep an account. They can grow it, they can't keep it. How to keep an account is another skill. So there are a lot of dimensions of the information a lot of people don't have. You are not a trader yet. Make peace with that and stop complaining. You are now learning. That is why you are still afraid. That is why you don't think stop losses are good. You are not a trader yet. That if I give you guns and ammunitions from the military, it doesn't make you a soldier. You are just a civilian with ammunitions that makes you dangerous. That is what is happening now. So in order for Kema to give you his tools and his strategy, there is a dimension of transformation he has to take you into. Then when you now become a transformed trader, him giving you the tools now makes you now become a trader with a system. Guys, trading is a business. I don't care who you are. If you're not a serious person, don't come on my page. It's as simple as ABCD. I am not the kind of person that wants to joke with you. Yes, we have to discipline ourselves to sometimes not talk about the things we talk about. Sometimes there are people that I work with, and sometimes I get tempted to show percentage growth of a strategy and things that we use. And sometimes when I post it, I feel bad. I'm like, oh God, are people going to think that, I'm trying to tell them that I am the GOAT? That's not the point. But in the industry, sometimes you get tempted. If you're not careful, the desire to show you till you hit TP will come into your heart. But discipline yourself and know that success is the progressive realization of the worldly ideal. Now, while we are wrapping up, what does the mind of a trader look like? The mind of a trader is a mindset that has come to the awareness. First and foremost, please write this down. When I'm done, Kenneth will add something. First and foremost, the most important thing you need to come into an awareness of is that trading is a business. First mindset I want you to have. Trading is a business. Until you come to this realization, you are not a trader yet. Your mindset as a trader is incomplete. Cliff, what do you mean trading is a business? I am not saying trading is a business because of the way we do it. Trading is a business because of what you are looking for. Cliff, what do you mean? Are you not looking for profit? Kema, does profit come from somewhere else, not business?
Business is the only way. Business is the only place that profits should come from. So
thank you so much, brother. So if you say you want to make profits, then you need to ask yourself, where does it come from? Okay, profits only come from business. If that is true, then you have to see trading as one. If not, don't start desiring profit yet. It is true. It is true. So number one, trading is a business. Why? Because you want to become profitable in that space. Therefore, I have decided to subscribe to the principles of business. Number two, if trading is a business, then the mind of that trader needs to understand that there are principles. Number two, there are principles. Number one, trading is a business. Number two, there are principles. The principles is not in trading first. Listen to this carefully now. The principles I'm talking about is not the trading principles first, the business principles first. The business principles first. Every single time that you hear, what is the number one rule of any business? Number one, it's a numbers game. That is it. Anytime you hear business, the only thing that needs to come into your mind, numbers. If you have sat down with any investor before, you will know they don't care about your ideas. Kems, you will know this. No investor care about ideas; they care about numbers. So when you, so if this is how you know somebody doesn't have experience talking to investors and big people. I have this idea. I'm telling you, sir. I don't care about that. Where are the numbers? So if somebody is saying, Cliff, show me your numbers. Are you an investor? You are a student, I just show you my number. For what? I only show my numbers to investors. It is true. So you show numbers to investors, investors only care about numbers. If you show your numbers to people who are not investors, you are trying to prove a point. Let me say what I said, let me say it again and write that down. Anytime that you force yourself to show numbers to people who are not investors, you are trying to prove a point. When you show your numbers to investors, you are looking for an investment. And what did I say? Trading is a business, a numbers game. I don't have time for that. You want to make money with me? Great. This is how the numbers look like. So number two, it's a numbers game. If it's a numbers game, automatically, do you know what it does to you? It makes you understand that there is good news and there is bad news. Good news that you can learn the mathematics and eventually double up. But the second bad news for a lot of people is it's not going to give you what you want. It's going to give you what it is. What do I mean? Kems, quick math, brother. I know who you are. 2 times 3 is how much?
What?
2 times 3 is what?
6.
And what about 2 plus 3?
5.
Bro, why is the outcome changing?
Because we are using different mathematical applications. Multiplication here, addition here.
Thank you very much. That is how I tell people about understanding lot size. Okay. Anyways, so same numbers, different outcomes, depending on what you applied. Trading is a numbers game. Trading is a numbers game. So if you pick 2 traders and one only, all that they had was addition, and it gave them 5, and the other one had multiplication and it gave them 6, Don't think you are losing because the other number look higher. It's two different applications. Two different applications. So trading is a numbers game. Simply makes you understand that automatically $100 to $1,000 is possible, but the application must be different to get there. That means if somebody comes to me and tell me, Cliff, I was able to flip $1,000 to $10,000, I don't jubilate. I think that is called catastrophe. Because how faster you make is how faster you lose. But you got to make peace with that because it's a numbers game. No investor will celebrate 1,000%.
The timeline is important.
Yes, the timeline is important. It's a law. Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about, the third principle, is time. Brother, imagine you come to me right now and tell me, Cliff, I want to go into the apple business and I want to plant apples. And you didn't do no research to know how long it takes for apple to grow. And your goal is to make sure you become an apple owner and grow your entire farm in 2 months. Oh boy, oh boy. 1 year, apple is not still out. 2 years, apple is not still out. 3 years, apple is not still out. Are you going to quit just because your timeline desire does not connect to the timeline principle allocated for the apples? This is what other people are doing right now. Kems, let me ask you, shout out to your beautiful baby. Imagine your baby at the age right now starts speaking like Cliff Cheqona. Would you celebrate?
Well,
no, true story, bro. Imagine he wakes up one day and it's like, Daddy, the scientific part of life, what I've realized, yo, what's going on? You are gonna run from your house. You'll be like, what is going on? So the same way, you know, if another person's child, because words are powerful, I'm not going to use this on a child. If another baby somewhere in this world, same age, but he's not talking after 2 years or whatever, Kems, that is also a problem. So the problem here is not the talking. You are not running away from your child because of the talking. You are running away from your child because the time he talked. And again, people are going to be sad and pray for the one that is not talking because of the time he's not talking. Time is an important factor when it comes to any business. So if you come to me and in 2 weeks, you're already celebrating and you're making money from Forex, you have a problem. You are in big trouble. Do you know why? Because you're going to start programming things in your mind that is going to separate you from the realities of trading, and it will start programming some illusions that your mind will use against you one day. Make peace with it. Trading takes time. It takes time to make money. It takes time to grow. It takes time for your limiting beliefs to be pulled down. It takes time. Imagine right now, you tell a construction company, I want to build Trump Tower in Dubai, or you want to build Trump Tower in Ghana, wherever. And you said you have picked the best construction company in the world. And you gave the money to them 6 p.m. on a Monday morning, 6 p.m. on a Monday evening, and came back Tuesday 7 p.m. and the building, is done. Would you enter the building? A story building, would you enter?
No.
This is even to the audience,
No.
and of course, Kema, thank you for answering. You will not enter, not because that the building is not built. It's because you're like, hey, I know 1 or 2 things about buildings. I may not know how to build one, but I know that the timeline this building was built is either there is no foundation or something is wrong somewhere. So please explain to me how you did this. So this is the same way I want you to see it when you come to me and tell me, Cliff, I just started trading 2 weeks. I just started trading 3 months, and now I can make money. I'm not happy for you. You are in trouble. It's good that you are seeing something motivating you, but don't let that enter your mind to think that means you have reached. You are still not a trader yet. Because I always tell people, even if I give you a book about swimming and you read that book for 15 years, the day you jump into the pool, you will still drown. If I give you a book about how to become ripped and muscular and you read that book 10 years, you won't still get ripped. You have to go to the gym. So there is the fourth thing I'm about to talk about is experience. The next thing I want you to write down is experience. A lot of people are not the traders they want to become because they are afraid of allowing experience to become part of the tutors. There are 2 types of people that teaches you in this world. I'm using as a person representative. Number 1 is a human being. Number 2 is experience. If a human being teaches you, it gives you an awareness. If experience teaches you, it gives you a revelation. It is true. The job of me and Kema is not bring you into a place of revelation. The job of me and Kema is to bring you into a place of awareness. What actually gives you understanding that flips to revelation is experience. It is true. That is why sometimes Kema will say something and then you will come back and be like, oh, now I understand. What changed? Nothing. Something happened in your life that clicked. It is true. Have you ever seen a child playing with a toy car and the child really believes this is my car? If you're not careful, the child will tell the father, Daddy, I want to take this car to school. The child really believes in his heart that this car that he's playing with can take him to school. Revelation. So you, the child, you now look at the child, you, the man, you look at the child like, oh dear, this child is young. Yes, it is true. I hope you guys are with me. So the mind of a trader is the person that comes into an awareness or a place of understanding. These little things we are talking about now. Now, most importantly, one thing that I want to say is the person that has come into the 3 types of management in trading is the trader that survives. And I'll pass it on to Kema. This information now is note-taking time, so I hope you're taking notes. There are 3 types of management you need to learn if you want to become a successful trader. Number 1 is capital management. What is capital management? Capital management is you allocating specific funds. Capital management is the money that goes into your account that in your mind, you have already lost it. That means you looked around your whole entire destiny and said, all I have home and abroad is $1,000. If this money, if I lose it, I'm cool with it. You make peace with that investment. You call that, you have managed a capital from your life and you have deposited into the account. But this is the mistake a lot of traders make. When you choose $1,000, that this is what I want to use to invest in trading. Because trading is a business, and in every business you need infrastructures. The first infrastructure you need is knowledge. This is the mistake a lot of people make. They put the whole entire money in the account and go around begging for knowledge. So when you took the 1,000, you didn't know that part of it is your education. Don't put all of them in the brokerage. No. So you now sit down and be like, okay, I have $1,000. $200 will go into my education. $100 will go into the tools that probably I will need to subscribe to. So now it's remaining $700. I will put $500 in the brokerage and put $200 as emergency funds if in case anything is happening to my account. You will find people sometimes saying, oh, I'm going into an account and my margin. Do you know that the reason why you are learning about margin is so that you actually have an emergency funds when you get the margin call? Anyways, so it's a business. A lot of people don't see it like that. So you are saying, oh, margin means this and this and that. And that business guy doesn't have a margin for emergency funds there. Or you are thinking you will never go into a margin call. Even if you won't, you still need to have emergency funds for margin. Because there are some, how many of you guys that some trades kicked you out? And then the moment it kicked you out, because you made a mistake, you over leverage or whatever, it came small down after you blew your account, it went to the direction. That moment, what you needed was your emergency funds to quickly go and preserve the movement. If you believe it's going to still go there. And then when it now goes back there again, you remove the emergency funds and put it there. Trading is a business. Until you see it like that, you will not act like it. It is true. So you have $1,000, that is 1,000 as capital management. Then the second type of management is risk management. Risk management is you choosing portions of money from the capital management, the sum of money, and you put it into trades. So you can tell yourself, okay, because I have brought only 1,000 and I invested some of them into education and all that, I have 700. The 700, I have 500. The 500, I'm going to invest 100 in the next 2 months in gold. That means every single time you are trading XAU USD, you only use $100 from the 500 to trade only gold. So it is out of that decision that you will bring some of them into your risk management and say, in gold, I'm only risking $20 per trade. That is risk management. But that is not what I want to talk about. The last management is called the U management. Come on, do you know what I'm just thinking? Man, I just realized we've been talking for hours. And when we finish this one, whether we eat or we don't eat, that is not none of people's business. All they care about is the same nonsense. Anyways, so the last thing I'm going to say is the U management. The U management is the type of management that you have come to a state of awareness that there is a portion of me that can stop me from becoming successful. And therefore, you need to manage you. That means the same way you have systems in place managing your capital and your risk, you need to have a system in place to manage you. That means a routine that keeps you consistent, disciplined. What do I do before I trade? What do I do after I trade? My journaling. What do I do after I go through my trades? For example, last couple of 2-3 weeks, the market was going ups and down on me because some of you guys saw this post on my page where I lost my dog. And so it did hit me hard, whereby I didn't even care about the market, whatever. And so for like 3 weeks, I was just there. This week, by the grace of God, I can assure you both the people that I'm working with, my team, and whatever, the credible money came in for them as well, by the grace of God. Now, that is how you survive when things are not going well for you. So in trading, listen to this carefully now. Psychology does not make you money. Psychology helps you survive in the market. What actually makes you money is risk management. Why? Because it's a numbers game. Psychology is like the coach with you in the ring, that even though you are getting punches from your opponent, the coach is telling you, don't worry, breathe, breathe, breathe. Why? Because the coach wants you to keep on going so that you will punch your opponent and get him and put him down a KO. So that's what psychology does. So as an individual, since you have now come on this call, my call to you to understand, and I pass it on to Kema and we wrap up. I don't know if what Kema will add to this, but my call to you is this. Unfortunately, the knowledge in the industry right now is scattered. You will find somebody who started trading 3 days ago and his mentor is already teaching him imbalance. That automatically should tell you the mentor and both the education is imbalanced. It is true. How can you teach somebody who started trading 3 months? They don't even know who they are. You're already teaching them imbalance. Why are you teaching them imbalance in 3 days? Why? Time. So one thing you're going to be understanding is that it's like there isn't a doctrine of a structure of knowledge. It's scattered. So if you find somebody like Kema or any of your mentors that are structured in their knowledge given, thank God, because some people are not getting it easy. There is one person I met one time, and in their first week, they're asking me, Cliff, what is VWAP? I said, hey, where is this coming from? Why are you talking about VWAP? What are you talking about VWAP for? Really, like, why are you talking about VWAP for? People don't really understand that there is a body of knowledge that you need to have to grow as a trader. That means, when do I study candlesticks? When do I study time frames? When do I study market structure? When do I study this? When do you study it? When? Because in every school, you need to know when you have reached to study this particular curriculum. I think Kema will agree with that. That you don't give different curriculums to students in just like that. But in this space, as Kema said, you won't get it like that. Everybody, for example, somebody will come to you, Kema. For example, imagine if I come to you and I say, my name is Cliff Cheqona. And you meet me again. And I be like, oh, je m'appelle Cliff Cheqona. And like, oh, you mean your name is Cliff Cheqona? Oh, yeah. And I come to you and I switch it up to Russian. And I go like, Меня зовут Clifford. You're like, oh, what is that? Oh, it's Russian, meaning my name is. Oh, so you mean your name is Cliff Cheqona in French? Your name is Cliff Cheqona in English. Your name is Cliff Cheqona in Russian. Da. Oh, so why are you not just choosing one? That is what is happening right in the market. Same thing, different languages. Oh, you mean fair value gap? Imbalance. Oh, you mean manipulation? Yeah. Oh, you mean retest? Mitigation. So why are you not saying it straight up? Why are you speaking too much English? I said this on my Instagram one time and some people were like, Cliff. I said, yeah, it's the English. Some people are still confused in the market because of the English. Because everybody is trying to find a space for themselves to be valuable. So instead of them saying the same thing Kema said, they will put a twist to it and call it mitigation. So somebody will come to me, Cliff, I don't understand mitigation. You don't understand. It's not because of the market. It's English. You just don't know English. It's simple as ABCD. When we what is imbalance? What is supply and demand, bro? Supply and demand is not a specific, unique term in trading. Supply and demand is a business term. Supply and demand is a business term, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't understand supply and demand, you don't understand business. It's not a trading problem. This is what some of you guys are going through right now. You listen to too many people. You watch too many flashy, luxury, nonsense things that is not needed for you now. So when you are supposed to be patient learning, you're already desiring a Lamborghini you may never be able to get a chance to even buy, because that is not the destiny God has allocated for you. It is true. But that is not what Forex is about. So the mind of a trader is somebody who comes to an awareness that trading truly is a business. And therefore, just like any other business, I need to subscribe. There are people right now that will be like, hey, I want to become a footballer so that I can earn millions of dollars. Congratulations. Do you know footballers have to abide to some certain rules? Do you know some footballers doesn't have the right to even travel at some certain seasons? They can't go anywhere. Do you know they can't eat what they want to eat? Do you know at some certain time as footballers, if you are married, you need to even stay away from your wife sometimes? You can do your research. This is there. So while you are screaming, man, footballers, they are winning, you will go there and still run away, because it is not the skill that is paying them, is their attitude. So one thing I want to leave with you, and I want you to write this down today, is this, that the mind I want you to have is that the skill set of trading only gives you an opportunity. What pays you is your attitude. That's it. Write it down. Every single time Kems go into the market and he finds a pair to give him an opportunity, that is not what made him money. What made Kema money was the attitude. Attitude of what? Waiting, even though there is a drawdown. Waiting, even though it's consolidating. Waiting, even though it is going, but it's still going, creating higher lows, and it's going up. Waiting. That attitude is what will pay him. So the skill set will give you an opportunity, but your attitude will pay you. That is the mind you need to have as a trader. Kems, I'm going to pass it on to you, brother.
Yeah, bro. Okay, that was very insightful. Thank you so much. I've taken a lot in there. And, like I was just writing down most of the points that you were giving to everyone on here. If anyone is here, Charlie guys, this is very insightful. I believe that you have learned so much. In your own free time, when the video is finally saved and then posted, go back again and then rewatch it. And then, you can jot down every single thing that you missed out in the earlier stages. What I would like to add is very simple. I believe we are wrapping up left. So everything in life is an evaluation. Everything in life. Cliff mentioned earlier on, if you're a child and you are 8 and you cannot walk, it means there is an error, So if you are in a particular space, you have been in a particular space for a while, but you cannot do what, the successful ones in the space are doing, then it means there's something that you have not, yet grasped yet, and you need to go back, get that particular knowledge, and then move on. Probably might be the foundation, might be the beginner level, anything that you need to have in order to be able to move forward. Try as much as possible, get it, and then move forward. Right? Don't spend time going the way, spend time knowing the way. It's not about just going the way. It's about knowing, the way. So that if you're supposed to come back, you know exactly, and then you have, pinpoints that you can actually come through as an individual. I usually say this. I came into this space and then I applaud a new orientation. When I say applaud a new orientation, it means that I had a certain way of living, but I had to leave that behind and then start plowing a new orientation in order to cultivate a new character for myself, in order to become, this successful trader that I am. When we say a successful trader, we are not talking about a trader who has a Lamborghini, a trader who has built 7 houses, a trader who, we are talking about someone who is consistently building themselves, through that particular trading journey, that longevity, so that you don't see trading as a 1 week, 2 week kind of thing, 1 month kind of thing. Okay, by the end of the month, by the end of the next 2 months, I need to make this or that. But, it's a long-term goal. How long do I want to trade for? If I'm 60 years and I'm still having control of everything, I believe that I'll still have control of everything, looking at the strength that God has given me, right? still be able to watch the market once a while, not, you know, necessarily once in a while, and then still be able to pick certain kind of trades that, you know, like I want to pick on the market, right? A horse without a rider has speed, but a horse with a rider has direction. So definitely have something that you are looking at, have a criteria that you are watching in order to follow that particular criteria towards an end goal, right? And I believe that if you have a criteria, it makes you like a machine. A machine has been programmed in order to move, you know, like in order to do things in a certain way. And they don't change that until the programming of the machine is changed. And so if you have a criteria set for yourself, the next thing that you need to build is your discipline in order to follow that particular criteria. Because I know people that have bestowed upon a criteria that I trade the market with, and it has been helping me. But these individuals, because they do not have or lack the discipline, you know, that they will be able to follow through on that particular criteria, they still keep wallowing, you know, like at that base in their unprofitability, and then sitting here waiting for the day that they would understand that it's not just having the criteria, but it's about what going the journey. It's about, you know, applying the discipline to executing those particular criteria that would actually make you who you are. If I cannot do great things, then I will do small things in a great way. That's one of the things that I actually, you know, like live my life by, one of the philosophies that I live my life by. If I cannot do great things, then I will do small things in a very great way, right? When you're on the right path, rejections are realignment. All these things that I'm saying, you can write them down because I wrote them down in order for me to be able to give them to you. If you're on the right path, rejections are simply realignment. At a point, you realize that it is not what you make, but it is who you have to become to consistently make what you make. So it's not about what you're making, but who you have to build yourself to become in order to make that particular thing consistently. Today you made $100. Tomorrow you can make $200. It's not about what you have made this week, but it is about who you have to become in order to make sure that consistently in the subsequent weeks ahead, you would be making this, you know, like you'll be making this over and over again, and not be in that kind of phase where it's a one-time thing. Okay, so this week I made this amount, and then next week I lost. The next 2 weeks I lost, and then it's just a losing portfolio for you from then on. No, right? Muscle is created by repeatedly lifting things that are being designed to weigh us down. So when it gets to the point where it feels heavy, just lift your chin up and then call it exercise, please. Trading journey is not all about roses. There are very difficult times. Very, very difficult times, right? And they will come, definitely. But if they come, that's why it is very essential for you to grab the knowledge. It's very essential for you to get the understanding. When they come, you make sure that you understand that, oh, some of these things are, you know, like definitely expected. I'll be getting it. And once you expect, you know, those shortcomings, you know, like it makes your trading journey quite easier for, you know, than the other trader out there who is not looking at things the way that you are looking at things. The final thing that I'm going to be saying is a charging bull only sees the man with the red cape and is blind to the man with the sword. Don't be the charging bull, be the spectator. See the bull, see the man with the sword, see the man with the red cape. As Clifford said earlier on, there are a lot of things around this particular space. And if you do not, if you play ignorance and say, oh, this is the only thing that I need, it's just this. And I'm not going to think about psychology. I'm not going to think about this. I've gotten my strategy, you know, and all. You get to a point where you realize that, you know, like it doesn't work that way. You must be the spectator, be mindful that you see the bull, you see the man with the red cape, you see the man with the sword. All in all, right? Be out of the game. Watch the game. Don't be inside the game and then be slaughtered, right? So that's the little piece that I'm going to add on here to everybody. I thank everybody for coming onto the space, taking 3 hours of your time to join a space like this. That is wonderful on your part. I appreciate you all for that. Clifford and then your team, I really, really appreciate it. This is my second time of being on a space like this. As I said earlier on, I am not one of those people who like to be out there, you know. Social media, not my thing. It just happens that sometimes some way we just have to post one or two things, but definitely I want to thank Clifford for giving me my second opportunity on coming on a YouTube live session, and I'm grateful to the team members. I'm grateful to Shells. I'm grateful to, I want to have the names of Bob. Yes, now I think I have Bob. I have Robert, right? I have Denise, and then Clifford. Thank you so much for putting in place this wonderful space for people to learn, an avenue for people to come and learn. We thank you all so much. I appreciate you one more time. Over to you.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys can hear me right now, Kems, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
So, guys, we're gonna wrap up now. Sorry, I had to leave the screen because this little one here was making noise. By the way, this is the little version of Mantle, MJ.
Yeah.
So this is MJ here. So MJ, you're on camera. Look, you're gonna be famous, MJ. So he was making noise anyway. So basically, I want to just say thank you to everybody who came on this live stream. First of all, I want to apologize for sometimes when people make it a habit to sort of create chaos in certain things. Even, for example, there is a comment I saw one time from Vusi Thembekwayo, and people were like, Vusi is a scam. I'm like, come on, Vusi. It doesn't even matter even if she has made a mistake, but if you go that far means that people can say nonsense every day. So I just want to say sorry to every single person that basically came on and the distraction happened. This person has made it a habit to make sure that the information we are giving, and if I don't see these comments and these interactions, then it shows that the brand is not growing. That is the truth. That means we are doing something that is making people for example, when I came to Ghana, and then there are people that will see me and be like, Cliff, thank you so much for your content. And I'm like, really? You know me? And they are shocked. I am shocked. They know me. I'm shocked too, because I didn't think that I'm doing something that will make people know me that extent. So at the end of the day, guys, it's all about mindset. For me, what we do because this is all that we have. And when knowledge is full in you, you have no choice. Look at the way he's looking at me. You have no choice but to basically share it. And so whether people wants to attack me or attack Kema, God has helped us to grow to the point whereby these things are easily handled emotionally within us. Kema, I just want to say thank you while I'm apologizing to the audience of the ignorant weapons that was fashioned. I just want to say also thank you for taking time. One thing I appreciate you about is that even though, you're having your own personal, things that were going on, you took time to still come and do what you said you would do here, and you have poured into people. And I just want you guys to drop some number ones or whatever in the chat for us to sit here and talk for hours. It's not a joke. Sincerely, I've not even eaten. I don't know about you, Kems, but I've not even had anything to eat yet.
I can't even eat after my little encounter with the food poisoning.
Oh, right. So that's what I was saying. So basically, we've not even had any meal yet, but this morning we are already just pouring into people. And I believe that God knows what he's doing. Those who this message, I want you guys to let me know one thing that you've learned from this live stream. Just let me know. And then, we can start wrapping up. If you have any questions, just let me know as well. But then, ladies and gentlemen, if you've learned something, just let me know, and then we'll take it out from there. Yeah. If there are any questions, if you have anything you want to say, if you have anything that you want to say as well, just let us know in the comment, and then we'll basically just take it out from there as well. But we are wrapping up. This is a live stream that will be saved. Again, the guy, I don't know who he is, but so that you guys will know, guess what he did? So he went on one of my new master classes I uploaded on the YouTube, and he said, I am deceiving people, and he will make sure I'm banned from YouTube. And my comments, Kema.
Oh, really?
I said, yeah. I said, and now it's clear that this guy is just a kid. So I said, I'm not even going to delete your comments. I'm gonna leave it. And when you grow up, you will come and delete it yourself. Yeah, I said when he grows up, he will come and delete it himself because I will not delete it. I want him to see at that stage how ignorant he was that he was able to put that comment. So when he grows up, when he grows up, he will now.
You know, one
he will now
interesting thing, I really
himself.
like what you're doing. I really like what you're doing. One interesting thing, right? You know, I started learning this whole space with a couple of traders, right, in my circle,
Right.
and
Right.
one of them is very big. You know, like one of them is very big. Now, in terms of like showing what he's got and all, right? I love him.
Right.
And it got to a point where I think he was doing some sort of space YouTube, and then people get to attack him. Like people get to attack him with all sort of like nonsense, like you a scammer,
right.
Like you just do a prop firm and then you rip people off their money. I'm sitting and I'm like, like if you know this individual, like you know him up close, you know that like all these people, all they are saying and then Charlie, like, but at the end of the day, he also came back, like for them, like okay, so he's one of those people. He doesn't leave it up. Can you hear me?
Right. I can hear you. I can hear you, bro.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. So he's one of these that he also doesn't, he's not like you who is like, okay, so you come
Oh
and
no,
give it
bro,
to
I
you.
don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. If you think I said I'm gonna leave the comment. I said I'm gonna leave the comment, and then when he grows up, he will now come back one day and delete it himself and know that he was ignorant.
Well,
how can I deceive you that you don't have anything? What am I deceiving you for? What am I? If you don't have anything to deceive you for, what's the point? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. My name is Cheqona. You heard it live and here from Kems. Thank you so much, the whole team. Shells, Rob, Ms. Anise. Thank you so much. Mantu, you want to say bye-bye? Look into the camera. You want to say bye-bye to people? Okay, so guys, thank you so much and have an amazing day. God bless you all. And yes, trading is a mind game.
God bless you, Clef.
And we're going to keep on doing what we're doing. Take care, guys. And bye-bye.
All right. Awesome.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Trading is a mind game.